Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
You wanted it, you got it. A brand new, full-on 5-day work week. It has returned by popular demand. Welcome to our Monday here on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Everyone's here. Everyone is miserable and wishes they were somewhere else.
I don't know about that.
Maybe my bed. That'd be nice.
Your bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice to be in bed.
You know, Cubby, I was just reading that even retired people are disgusted by Mondays. Those tired old sumbitches ain't got a single thing to do on any day, and they still hate. They still wake up on Monday pissed off just like the rest of us.
We'll have to ask Randy Shaver about this because it was kind of an overwhelming number and I wonder if it's just because you remember, or some people, Sunday nights to them was miserable, whether it was school or work.
There's some scarring there that you don't easily get over. Is that what you're saying?
Just decades of maybe feeling that way.
I bet you Randy doesn't mind Mondays. You want to know why I think he's cool with Mondays?
Why's that?
He's got money.
He's done very well for himself.
He comes from money.
That is the great game changer, isn't it?
Changes everything. Some broke-ass dude, you know, he hates every day. That's the key to it. Family money. He's got that Iowegian family money.
That takes some pressure off.
He never needed to work. Yeah, what'd you say about the numbers? What number were you referring to? I got a pile of numbers here in front of me.
So, like, 41% of retirees don't like Mondays. I never would have thought it'd be that high. You know?
Screw you.
But you got nothing going on. I mean, other than what? Golf and going on mall walks, things like that?
Maybe some things are closed on Mondays, I guess. That's all I can think of.
Hell, Josh, when we retire, I bet we can find a way to love all days. And we can be the ones to teach other retired people how to love every day.
I'd be happy to do that. I mean, think about it. It's like, well, I got nothing to get up for on Monday, despite decades of having to get up at 3 in the morning or whatever time you get up to go to work.
That's the thing, man. I'm going to be too busy sleeping to hate anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you might just wake up in the middle of the night and kind of laugh. Like, normally I'd have to be at work in an hour.
Wake up and laugh. Your wife thinks you're losing your friggin' mind.
Forget the words alarm clock. I don't even know what that means.
The wife rolls over, says, "Did I hear you cackling at about 3:15 in the morning? That the house is completely dark. I hear an evil laugh. Was that you? Yeah, that was me. Well, what's the matter with you? I'm retired.
That would so
I woke up in the middle of the night, laughed my balls off." So there you go.
Although they say, like some people just aren't good at retiring. My mom's one of those. She retired from decades working for the state, and she ended up getting a part-time job 2 weeks later at her exact same job she just left from.
Well, you know what the problem is there? I got an easy answer for all these things.
What's that?
Randy Shaver is a happy guy any day. He's retired, but he's happy because he's got money. Your mama retired and went back to work. You want to know why? Because she's insane! That's why.
Randy, well, you mentioned Randy is a happy guy. He only got happy until he retired and had grandkids. And people text that all the time, like, he's a different guy now.
And it's that family money.
Yeah, he's got the bucks.
The grandkids gave him something to do.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything to do until the grandkids. He's an Iowegian.
Anybody here hate Mondays?
It's kind of like whatever.
Yeah,
They're
at this
all-
point, whatever. It all kind of rolls into one.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I've never hated Mondays. I didn't like Sunday mornings just because, my parents would get us up wicked early and go to church, and they
Oh,
worked
that's
at the
awful.
church, so we were there all day.
Oh,
Who? Wait a minute. Who was working at the church?
My parents.
Oh, God.
So we'd get up there super early, and we'd be there all day. So you lost a Sunday. I mean, if you go to Mass, that's one thing. You're in and out in an hour. Mm-hmm. But we'd be there all day.
oh, that sounds just god awful.
I ate so many donuts.
Oh, that's the good part.
What do you mean? After everyone was done praying and singing, you had to stick around the church for a few more hours?
Well, yeah, because you'd be going to several Masses, right? Well, my folks would only make us go to one, but there's different times. So they'd be going to all of them and then, cleaning up or whatever they did. I don't even know.
Why don't you go back and smoke a joint or something?
God, that would be so boring, dude. I can't imagine.
That sounds awful.
They had to clean the place when it was over?
Yeah, well, it was like a concert went through there?
I don't even like being in a church
Well,
for
wait a
longer
minute.
than like an hour, let alone all day.
They're up there singing, they're praying, and then when it was all said and done, they handed your folks a broom and a dustpan?
They were just doing a little bit of everything.
Clean up empty beer bottles or what? What's going on in this church?
I don't know.
They have to put the Bibles back where they're supposed to be. I bet people don't always put those back, but that's all I can think of.
I was grown up where I wasn't allowed to ask questions. That's how I was raised.
Mr.
Get in some trouble.
Mr. Bitney, that was some wonderful singing up there. And the little thing you said about God, that was pretty nice. Here's a mop bucket, here's a mop, get to work. And get your kids to sit down. Why are your kids hanging around here all day? They're running around in circles. One of them's got a yap full of donuts.
So many donuts.
Get your kids out of here when you're done cleaning the place.
Picturing a young Josh with frosted sugar all over his mouth
Yeah.
from the donuts.
I liked them all.
Yeah.
Poo-poos and pee-pees, Jesus says Garfield hates Mondays. Yes,
Sure does.
famously he does.
I was
He
hoping.
doesn't do anything.
Loves lasagnas.
This
Mondays.
whole conversation, I was wondering, is anyone going to do the Garfield thing?
Well,
I was-
poo-poos and pee-pees, Jesus is an American hero, so you can criticize
I was
if you
fearing it. I was fearing it, and now it's a reality. We did the Garfield thing. How's your favorite television shows treating you lately, everybody?
Good. Yeah. Doing great. Kind of sad. I just finished that Scarpetta show, Josh.
We killed that on Friday night.
I want more of it.
They're going to have a second season. I
Yeah,
watched
when does that come out, though? Like 2 years from now?
Probably. Well, Ashley and I really like the show Reacher, and I was just reading Alan Ritchson, the star of Reacher. You know Reacher. He kicked his neighbor's ass over the weekend.
Hell yeah.
I guess he would. I mean, that wouldn't take much. He's a huge guy. He's riding his crotch rocket, Alan is, up and down his neighborhood in Tennessee. And I guess he's really ripping it up, making a lot of noise. One of the neighbors kind of came out and said, hey, knock it off, this is a neighborhood. They ended up flipping each other off, and they go their separate ways. The next day, this is all alleged, of course. The next day, Alan goes down that same street, decides I'm going to do the same thing. The guy yells at him. This neighbor says, can you effing stop this, please? So I guess Richardson gets off his crotch rocket and beat the hell out of the neighbor in front of the neighbor's kid.
No, that's tough to come back from.
No, that's cool. That is so cool.
I would honestly, I'd like to beat somebody up in front of their child. I really would. But is this is an actor? You said he's on a show called Reacher.
Yeah.
He's in big trouble, I would imagine, for doing that.
If this went down to, I'll send this to you, Ashley, so folks can watch the video.
Oh, there's a video, too? Yay.
Please tell me the kids are crying.
Jeez, you guys are rough today.
Oh, my gosh.
So, I never said anything like that, Josh.
I just think it'd be pretty cool to get your ass beat by Reacher.
I was reading the story to Ashley off air, and she's laughing and laughing and laughing at this whole thing. This guy got worked pretty good, as you can imagine. I mean, shoot.
This guy sounds like a total dick. This Ritzman, what's his name?
Richson.
Richson? He sounds like a dick.
Yeah, well, in this case, sure. He always came across as a pretty nice guy. I guess not. Maybe I've missed stories about him being a jerk. I mean, the dude's huge.
Put his ass in jail. Sounds like a total dick. A neighbor just tells him to keep his noise down a little bit, and he flips out and beats the guy's ass?
Yeah, if that's how this went down.
Yeah, put him in jail. Cancel Reacher. Now you can't watch. You can't watch Reacher. You can't watch The Bachelorette.
Oh my gosh! Why? What's he doing, dude?
He's kicking the guy when he's down.
Okay, yeah, it's messed up. Dang.
What are you doing?
She's watching the video.
Oh, you're watching the video. Oh, and what are you looking at? Why don't you share this with us?
He's just like towering over him. It doesn't look fair at all. I do feel bad for the guy now. He just looks like a harmless man, and then here comes this huge monster of a man, just pow, pow, pow.
Well, there you go.
Boy, I bet he's going to be feeling it today.
Yeah.
Like Garfield, he's going to hate Monday.
He's notorious for that, Josh.
Ashley was telling us a couple days ago there's a new television show called The Dinosaurs, and apparently social media is in a tizzy. Everyone on social media is saying how fun it is to get stoned and then turn on your television and watch the dinosaurs. Now, I haven't even the first clue what this show is it. Tell me.
It's on Netflix. It's really good.
But it's like a cartoon, or I mean,
it's like that in between thing where they try to make it look as realistic as possible.
There's a husband and wife dinosaur. They have little children dinosaurs. I mean,
so it goes through the different extinctions, the different mass extinctions that have taken place in the world.
It's a historical program.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a documentary kind of vibe.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, and have you tried getting high and watching the dinosaurs? You're the one who told us about it.
I watched it sober, and it was really good, even sober. So.
You know, that was one of the only topics that really grabbed me in school. Did we all learn about dinosaurs in kindergarten? Was that kind of a standard state of Minnesota thing that most of kindergarten children do nothing but learn about dinosaurs?
Yeah, it's an important
all throughout
important lesson.
That grabbed me. I remember I was just fascinated by that.
Me too.
Me too. I absolutely love that kind of stuff.
I think every kid loves dinosaurs.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one. And then beyond that, about 8 years went by before I was interested in school again, and that was when Spanish class came around. For whatever reason, I couldn't get enough Spanish. That probably says something about my overall makeup, that I loved dinosaurs and hated for about 8 years straight, and then Spanish brought me back, and I applied myself again. But anyway, I loved that stuff as a young person. And everyone's getting stoned. They're blazing up, Cubby, before they turn on this documentary. So it's a long-running series.
Oh shoot, I can't remember. Yeah, it was a decent poke.
Word. I've never really gotten high, and then particularly, used a program or a record or anything to enhance my high. But that's been a thing for some people.
Yeah, plenty of times.
You turn on The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd was a big one.
You watch Star Wars or some bizarre animated program, and it enhances or sometimes destroys your high.
I've never had anything destroy my high, thankfully. Not a TV show or anything like that. But yeah, I've definitely, at the end of the day, all right, now I'm going to get super high and watch some Family Guy.
No, that sounds fun.
Family Guy.
Comedies, that's big, right? Getting high.
In college one time, I had some friends who were just all-time great weed smokers, and I didn't really mess with it much. Well, it's one time I did, and we smoked a bunch of weed, and we went down to that crappy, $2 movie theater at St. Cloud State, and we saw a double feature of Napoleon Dynamite and Team America World Police. And let me tell you, that was a day I'll never forget.
Napoleon Dynamite seems like a good one to watch while stoned, because I'm confident the people that wrote it were stoned.
They had to have been.
At that time.
Uh-huh. And then, of course, Team America World Police, when you're on narcotics, is just a 10 out of 10 experience for anybody.
Narcotics.
Illegal.
Yes.
And dangerous.
Yeah.
Narcotics, in my opinion. I would be terrified to watch something like that high, because that was my biggest problem when I smoked pot periodically when I was young, is I would just become this giggling maniac. Like most folks. Well, maybe I shouldn't say most. Like some folks do. You get the giggles. Is there a particular word for that? You get the, let's just go with
that
giggles.
works.
You know, I could find anything funny when I was stoned as a kid. So if you would have planted me in front of a couple of funny movies, Jesus, I'd be afraid that I'd collapse a lung or something.
You already thought the television was talking to you from a very young age, so I can't even imagine.
Well, no, specifically, I thought the television could see me through. I thought the television could see me, specifically Mr. Rogers. I thought he could see me through the television. Well, that was because my parents told me that in order to keep me to behave in front of the television.
I'd imagine if you're high, you're going to go back to that painful memory.
I just said like a week ago, yeah, I can think of one thing that we used to do when we were kids, where you combined your illegal, dangerous marijuana with something specifically, and that was going to the airport and watching the airplanes come and go. That was a thing for us for a little while.
They don't let you do that no more, do they?
I have no idea. But I never used a record or a movie or a television show. But Team America and Napoleon Dynamite, you some bitches must have been buckled over.
Oh, yeah.
Going back to the Reacher story, want to clear one thing up. Thank you to Porno Jesus. So the kids in this story were Reacher's kids.
Oh.
So I saw a couple kids on their own motorcycles, so I guess they were all motorcycling as a family there.
Wait, so his kids just...
Give him a
that
lesson.
were his kids there watching that?
Yeah. Give them a lesson in road rage.
Like they're just sitting on the bike like, yep, get him, Dad.
Dad doesn't like being called out for racing through a neighborhood.
Remember that childhood insult, my dad could beat up your dad? These kids can be like, yo, we got proof.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they even needed it. Just look at the size of the guy. Yeah, a few people are texting in saying, well, his career's over.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wonder how it's going to go.
I never watched my dad get in a fist fight. I imagine when you were a little kid, that would be pretty sweet.
I saw my dad choke a guy out once.
Why do you have to choke a guy out?
Tried to break into our house.
Is this the guy that showed his pecker to your mom?
No, Dad wasn't there.
Oh.
I actually imagined when I was a child, that would probably be really, really scary if I watched my dad get in a fight.
It depends on your age. I think if you were 4 or 5, that'd be about scary. You hit about 10 or 11, I think that would be wildly entertaining. Some dude broke into your house and you watch your dad choke the sumbitch out?
Yeah, he tried. My mom answered. He kind of pushed my mom aside. My dad was right there. He got out of his recliner, which was rare, and grabbed the guy by the throat and whipped him down the stairs. And that was that.
That's cool.
Guy
The dude,
ran away.
he pushed his way into your home past your mother?
Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna do, dude? Like
I'm going to guess he was on something. I was too
Yeah.
young to
Probably
really...
marijuana.
Or those narcotics. I didn't know you did narcotics, Dana. It was maybe 9 or 10.
What do
when
you
that
suppose? What do you suppose? That question was already asked. What do you suppose he wanted? And you said you thought he was on marijuana.
Well, I don't know, not marijuana. He appeared to be out of it, so I don't know what he was on.
Well, yeah, marijuana, very likely. Do you remember the police coming and your dad having to? Do you remember?
No, they didn't call the cops back. We had so much stuff going on in that neighborhood. They never did. The guy didn't come back. They just locked the door, and that was that.
Too?
you're supposed to just go to bed after that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw my dad beat anybody's ass. Oh, wow. Melvin the Mop Boy Jesus texted in to say he watched his dad pull 2 guys out of their car and beat them limp, is the way he puts it. I seen my dad pull 2 guys out of their car in a parking lot and beat them limp. He was an angry dude back then.
That might change some kids seeing something like that.
I'm surprised I didn't see my dad in more fights because my dad was always angry. Like one of the worst road ragers I've ever met.
What was the problem with the old man?
I think
He had
just
so many kids.
supporting the commune.
Yeah.
You know,
You guys
that kind of
blame?
thing.
Your family blames themselves for that?
I blame myself. Yeah,
I'm sure you didn't
could
create.
have been better.
You didn't create. Oh, for Christ's sake. Baggage handling Jesus texted in to say you can still go to the airport and watch airplanes take off on something called Cargo Road.
Oh yeah, yep, done that before.
Oh.
Like waiting for someone if the flight's delayed, just kind of sit out there.
Well, shoot.
I love that.
I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like one of those things after 9/11 they wouldn't let you do anymore.
Big Gut Tow Truck Jesus got stoned and watched the movie Friday. Oh, pardon me, Friday after next, which is the third in the Friday series. He was cry-laughing. Man, he cry-laughed.
I love those kind of laughs.
Trying to think if I've ever gotten there.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure I have.
Oh, definitely.
Probably here.
Yeah, I've gotten there here. Or gotten, yeah. Usually a couple of Nick's stories. The could have killed you every time. I just can't breathe.
You like that one? Oh, I'm sure I've laughed so hard I cried. I just can't put two and two together. Yeah.
Maybe when you found out that Randy crashed his golf cart into the water. That's got to be pretty close, right?
I remember that being more shocking than anything.
We know how he is, and figured, boy, he's going to be really in a bad mood about that. He was for a little while. He sees the humor now. Everybody that was there thought it was pretty hilarious.
Oh, gosh, I can't even imagine sitting there for a front row seat to see that happen.
The best day ever.
Well, maybe I'll have to find this Dinosaurs or the Dinosaurs series. See if the subject grabs me the same way it did when I was 5.
I think you'll like it because throughout the series, I'd be like, oh, like it was kind of like sad because, oh, there they all die again. And you like that kind of stuff.
Death?
Yeah. Kind of, sadness mixed in to movies or TV shows.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that is one of the elements of the story that I remember that fascinating me. The idea that they were all walking around one day and then ba-boom, it's all over with. So I'll give it a shot. I don't think that I'll include dangerous, illegal marijuana cigarettes with the experience, but you never know. I remember a lot of my friends enjoying marijuana cigarettes while watching Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one to watch while high.
Or The Big Lebowski.
That one's very common.
If there's another one in there, I can't say. If there's another show I remember or movie, I remember my friends saying marijuana enhanced the experience. I can think of a couple movies that I would probably end up running away from the television if you gave me some illegal drugs again. I don't think that I would enjoy the Gremlins.
Why is that?
Because they're a little scary.
Creepy.
Just because of the...
Yeah, I'm just picturing the Gremlins, when they turn into the evil little characters. I can just see myself not wanting to be part of that if I was stoned.
I have never actually seen a full Gremlins movie, just clips here and there.
Yeah, I mean, you're not 11 anymore, so you probably wouldn't care.
That's what I was going to say. I thought you mentioned it wasn't really a horror movie. It was...
Horror movie?
Yeah. That's how it was presented to me. It was like
hell no. No, it's a silly little kids movie.
It's a kid's... Okay, I didn't know it was a kid's movie.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I was terrified of it as a kid.
But it calls it a horror movie.
Yeah.
Well, there's no way that's a horror movie. It's silly. I mean...
They call it a horror comedy.
I mean, I can believe that little kids would be scared of it because you're a little kid, But I can't imagine why it would be called a horror movie. So anyway.
I heard about a blender scene and a microwave scene as a kid, and I thought, I can't watch that.
Yeah,
I think I was like a 4th grader.
One of our listeners got too high while watching Malcolm in the Middle.
That sounds awesome.
That's a great show. I probably cry-laughed watching Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, my God. Probably. Yeah, it's probably... This is great. Anteater Jesus got too high while watching Malcolm in the Middle and started panicking about their financial situation.
Oh, no. Well, I suppose the parents were probably arguing about bills, and that got him paranoid.
That's hilarious. It sent you into a panic because you were worried about whether or not they were going to make it financially. The fictional program you were watching on television. The Wall, of course. Super Troopers. People are saying smoke a bowl and watch Super Troopers. There's another one in here. I think I might have lost it.
I think Half Baked belongs on that list.
Never saw it.
Oh, yeah. That's any pot movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Mushrooms and Donnie Brasco effed me up. According to one of our listeners. Oh, I love Donnie Brasco. One of my favorite movies. Absolutely one of my favorite movies, up and down.
I just don't think, I love Donnie Brasco. You know what to make it better? Some mushrooms.
Grandma's Boy's a good stoner movie.
Oh, for sure.
I like that movie more than I thought I was going to.
It's silly, but it's fun.
One of our listeners likes to smoke grass and kill little kids while playing Fortnite. Well, can you let the guy complete his sentence? I mean,
it's already dark right away.
That got me too.
But if you cut me off and him off at kill little kids, my God, the police are going to show up at this man's door. Let me finish he likes to smoke weed and kill little kids while playing the game Fortnite. Well, that's too harsh for you.
It's actually impressive. He must be good at it because when my buddies play Fortnite, they just get hilariously mocked by 10-year-olds.
The game is so stupid.
Isn't that kind of any online game?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, there you go. Great day to be an Iowegian. We'll cover that a little bit later when Randy Shaver joins us.
Yeah, that game wrecked the last perfect bracket.
They're all gone.
Was that what happened? Was it the last perfect bracket got wrecked by the Iowegians?
Yep.
Great day to be an Iowegian. I'm sure they're all pumped. We'll talk to Randy Shaver about all the basketball, this and that, a little bit later on this morning. By God, we'll take a little break ski, and our next move will be the Stupid News Report. We appreciate you hanging around. Have a wonderful Monday on it, and we'll be back in a minute on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Every day, excessive delays and denials from big insurers keep patients from accessing the care they need. And when care is urgent, these delays can be disastrous. These practices cost billions in wasteful spending, driving up costs for American families. But while big insurers put up barriers, America's hospitals and health systems are in your corner, navigating endless reviews and appeals to get you the care you need when you need it most. It's time to curb these harmful practices and put the focus back on patients. Brought to you by the Coalition to Strengthen America's Healthcare.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
I'll be damned. Let me address some text messages here before we get going into that Stupid News Report. Damn near every day I get a text message that says, "How do you work with those bitches?"
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Dana's not in on the joke, but off air, Josh and I were actively trading insults with each other.
I'm going to have
It's a
to
normal part of the day.
add some pages to my diary. Running out of room to talk about how I feel about each of these insults.
I have a hard time imagining you can still write on that thing without it's so wet, covered in tears.
No, it's laminated.
Oh, smart.
For that purpose.
We were F-bombing each other off air, calling each other names.
I told him, but it was different. I said F you in meaning like for being so good. He called us names just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was kind of one-sided, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, mine was,
You weren't even involved, Ashley. Josh was talking about how he planned on going to Mexico, but they canceled that plan, right? And I said, dude, don't worry about it. F Mexico. There was a slight pause, and then I said, F you.
That's right.
And F Mexico. And then that's what got it started. So I thought I'd bring it on air.
And I had said...
Trade some on-air insults, maybe.
Right, he was saying, this might not go well. And I said, dude, you're too good. F you, like, for being so good. Mine was different.
There's a different vibe there. I'll agree with that.
Do you really get those texts? Because that is hurtful. Block.
I love that diary line. That's good.
Block.
Add a couple extra pages to my diary.
I picture it as like a binder, 3-ring binder.
Hey, I got a whole, I got tons of them. I rented a storage space, Ashley, I'm sorry.
Now that we're talking about this, didn't you keep a diary for a while? No, you did not. Or you kept...
sort of.
It was like a
journal.
A journal.
Wasn't it for your bowel movements?
I have one of those.
No, that's a separate
Okay.
story.
That's an app.
There was a time for just a couple of days you kept a journal about your thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, so I had read an article. Oh, I take that back. Our boss had said, I hear all these good things about journaling, to kind of get your thoughts organized.
Which boss?
Their current boss.
Oh, okay, because I was going to challenge you and second guess you.
I could probably write a lot about our previous boss.
Right. I was going to say, if it was one of our past bosses, I was going to question as to why you would ever take those people's advice on anything. But our current boss is a relatively normal person.
Yeah.
He said to you, try journaling. It might help your overall mindset.
Correct. And so I thought, all right, I'll give it a shot. And I had no idea what to write. And I asked him, I'm like, well, what do I write? And he said, just whatever, just sit down and start writing. So I was like, I had cereal today, went to the store. It was just basically a list of things I did. I had no idea what to write.
Men are so simple.
So you did not write down any deep thoughts or feelings?
I don't have any. Yeah, there was nothing that came to mind. I really tried.
Oh.
I even Googled, how do you journal? What do you do? And I remember I read some of them, and it was so boring. It was so stupid. I don't know how to do it. When you see people that can write all this stuff about how they felt, and then they can revisit it later, I wasn't able to do any of that. So it lasted about a week.
What app do you use for bowel movements? Our listeners are wondering. They're texting in.
Oh, let me look what that's called.
I was going to rate my poop.
No, it's nothing like that.
Because you suffer from constipation.
Yeah, and it was recommended by the butt guy. I've got a butt guy. So let me look that up.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, that'd be very helpful.
I know it's like P something.
Double OP.
Nope.
That would be very helpful. A few people have texted in, and they've wondered what gets you through.
Okay, so PCAL, PCAL. Ashley, I'm going to send you a screenshot. You can tell me what you think.
Cool.
About it.
Okay.
Are you still?
I'm not going to do it.
Are you still active on PCAL?
Oh, yeah. Sure, anytime. I'll just sit there while on the toilet.
And it's helpful. So you sit down and write what time you.
Yeah. So when the doctor's like, "What's going on with your butt?" I can say,
Okay.
"Well, let me go back and look." Yeah, I do the free one, PCAL.
Is there a pain meter, or do you note the ease or the lack of ease that you experience with each bowel movement?
Yeah. So here's what you got. Let's just walk through a bowel movement. We can pick color. We can pick like shape and texture.
I want a green one, and I want it to look like a softball.
There is a green one, and there is they got a little everything.
So you note the coloring.
Yep, it's always the same.
This is horrible. This is just disgusting.
I didn't bring it up.
No, but it is disgusting. You note the coloring. You note the
speed it takes to leave your body.
Wow.
Yep, the amount. If you want,
Have you broken the speed limit?
I'm always under 5, baby. Yeah, you can.
Nice.
There's a bunch of different lists here. If you'd like, there's a photo opportunity.
Oh, wow.
I've never once done that.
I can't see you hovering over the bowl
No.
to get a good picture.
You can make notes, and then there's also some pre-formatted notes you can just click on.
Wow. Well, okay, now folks know. Because you're not alone.
No, it's like I said, the doc can say, what's going on? What did last month look like?
I mean, you can just show them your phone.
Yeah, I could just tell them.
That's great. Oh, wow. All right. Before we get into the stupid news, we were rapping up and down about combining dangerous illegal drugs, like marijuana, with electronic entertainment. You get stoned and watch this television show or that movie. You listen to a record while you're high on grass. That whole schmear. Been going on for decades. Here's some of what our listening audience enjoys on that level. And I know this from text messages I've received on our Luther Bloomington Kia text line, which is 651-989-9393. One of our listeners enjoys dropping LSD and watching American Psycho starring Chrissy Bale.
LSD, that scares the heck out of me.
I would never, ever come anywhere near LSD. But I do love that movie, American Psycho. One of our listeners also dumps LSD into his system and watches something called K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, that's super popular. Didn't that just win a ton of awards?
It did, yeah, at the Oscars.
Twisters, the tornado movie.
Oh, the second one?
That could be fun.
Twisters while on mushrooms.
I got a buddy who's a prolific weed smoker, and all he wants to do when he's high is watch the show How It's Made.
Oh, I like that show.
Yeah, where they go through here's how the Louisville Slugger gets made, and they show the factory. He just finds it so satisfying and so calming.
That one's one of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Mm-hmm. No, I enjoy it sober.
There's a joke there somewhere, I can't quite find it, where we take Dana's line about how a Louisville Slugger is made and translate it over to Josh's poop chart.
Oh, yeah, I've made a Louisville Slugger.
You've made a yeah. I couldn't quite get the wording.
I've never, if I was ever, the drugs I'd be curious to try would be marijuana, certainly.
That's dangerous and illegal.
I'm aware. That's what makes me so scared about it.
Yeah.
Mostly is how illegal it is right now. Uh-huh. And then mushrooms.
Yeah.
Because, microdosing's supposed to be, have some positive effects, correct?
Yeah. You're just vibing.
It's
great.
Mushrooms are good. Pills are good. Here's a listener who likes to smoke a bunch of grass, and then he plays those very detailed war video games. He says he plays in the dark, in a darkened room with noise-canceling headphones. He writes here, full immersion, bro.
Nothing better than getting high and playing video games.
Full immersion. And he says it feels like real war.
Why, Ashley, is that the case?
I guess I don't really. It just makes it more fun, all around fun. You don't.
Do you get
really,
worse?
No, I don't think so. I think I usually stay about the same. It's just, and it kind of makes you not care that that's what you're doing. You don't feel as, because when I sit and play video games for a couple hours when I'm sober, I'm like, God, yeah, I've been doing this for too long. But if I'm high, I'm just all day, baby. No one cares.
You know how people say it's life-changing? People use that dramatic line. One of our listeners says if you want something life-changing, you drop acid and you watch a program called Planet Earth.
Yeah.
I love Planet Earth.
Is that the one on Apple TV? Or maybe I'm thinking
sure.
of something else.
There's so many different ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of them these days.
Which Duran Duran song do you prefer, Josh? Planet Earth or Girls on Film?
Boy, that's a good question. Girls on Film's so silly.
It's an easy one for me, but I'm just asking.
Probably Planet Earth.
Really?
I don't know.
That one's a little too. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Again, with the Duran Duran. Girls on Film was a little more
Girls
boom,
on
boom,
Film.
boom, boom.
I'm going Girls on Film.
Girls on Film.
And if I remember, isn't the video kind of?
Oh, the video. I watched the video. The video shows you everything.
Yeah.
And when I was in fourth grade or fifth, sixth, I watched that video on. Okay, let's get back to drugs and electronic entertainment. One of our listeners got real high at the Mall of America back in the day and watched Anaconda, the movie Anaconda with Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one.
Before she was co-owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Anybody see the new one, the new Anaconda?
No.
Yeah.
You did?
Oh,
Yep,
no,
it's a movie.
Oh, is that right? I thought maybe
bad.
I heard good things about it. I guess not.
I like all those people so much.
Maybe I just wasn't in the mood. Honestly, I'm not a huge Jack Black fan, so I'm kind of sick and tired of him.
You really?
Have you seen Nacho Libre?
Yes.
I hear what you're saying, but he's pretty good in quite a few things.
I love Nacho Libre. One more note here on dangerous drugs, illegal drugs, and mixing it with entertainment. One of our listeners likes to get real high and then watch documentaries on animals, bears, cats, lions, leopards, tigers.
Yeah, but I like doing that too, but I hate when I watch like too serious of a one and then they're like, and then this is how they fight to the death, and now the lion is depressed and dying. I can't do that. Then I get emotional.
Now you say that, and then on other days you say that you would be comfortable running a knife along a pig's throat and killing it with your bare hands. Do you see
I don't know how many times I have to tell you that food is different. Things we consume are different.
It still doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not buying it. If I was ever to go back to marijuana, not that I was ever fully immersed in the marijuana thing. I just was your average kid who smoked it here and smoked it there and this, that, and then I got into my 20s and I smoked it here and I smoked it there. I haven't touched it in a long time. But if I was ever to go back and get real high and then use a television program to enhance that high, I know what it would be.
Oh, can I guess?
Yes.
Cheers.
No.
Oh, I just thought that's one of your favorites.
You're right. But I think it would easily be animation. It would have to be an animated program to really, you see what I'm saying? And it would be Ren and F Me Running Sideways, Stimpy. I loved them. I miss them so much. That show was lights out in every way.
Quite a few.
That's great.
Quite a few folks checked in with that exact same answer. Ren and Stimpy.
Oh.
Another one of those shows where the people who made it were also on drugs, so it kind of just makes sense.
What about like Looney Tunes?
Too happy, too silly.
Yeah, boy, I miss Looney Tunes. I should watch that again.
What I loved about Ren and Stimpy was the darkness. They were starving. They were unhappy. They were flea-ridden. They were bullied. I loved the desperation and the darkness of the life of Ren and Stimpy. Each episode was more depressing than the next.
That's what I never saw, but I hear so many good things about.
All right. I hate myself.
Wait.
Just because we delayed the stupid news report, and if there was someone out there who was dying for it and they don't like to talk about drugs and cartoons, I feel... Anyway, a question for my bros. This question is just for the dudes. Did you ever hear a story about something really nice that a guy bought for his girlfriend or his wife? Or something really nice that a guy did for his girlfriend or his wife, and you hope the story doesn't get back to your girlfriend or your wife because then she'll expect the same from you?
Oh, yeah. We're very excited. My oldest, Cam, got engaged over the weekend.
Oh, hell yeah. Congrats, dude.
And, well, thank you. I'll pass that along. And his engagement proposal was so good, I told him, you really screwed the rest of us.
What was it?
As my wife looks back and then other people, there's people in our family that might get engaged soon enough, and he really set the bar high. So when they were dating for a few months, he asked her to prom at the top of the Fauché. So we set this whole thing up. He rented out the top of the Fauché. They had a photographer there, which she didn't realize. She didn't even know it was, set up, right? She just thought it was a sightseer, but it was closed off, so the only people there were folks he wanted there. And he was taking her to Manny's for lunch because he got a bonus at work. That was the whole ruse. So they set this whole thing up, and it was a wonderful proposal, but he totally screwed the rest of us.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. I got proposed to in my house.
So
All right.
I proposed to my wife in our house.
Huh.
Same type of thing. I'm like, well, thanks, jerkwad. You had the perfect proposal. The pictures were incredible. It was awesome.
Yep. Cool.
I had a great proposal in mind that I didn't go through with. My ex, she worked at Thomson Reuters in Eagan, and they're partners with the Minnesota Twins. So common during the season to have TC Bear and a player go out there to take photos. I worked for his radio station that was owned by the Twins, And I had it set up that I was going to be in the TC Bear costume walking around this giant office. And then eventually we'll find my way into her office and then get down on a knee. And she'd be like, oh, it's cute. The bear's proposing. And then pull the helmet off and it was me inside. But
Dude.
I decided not to because she wanted just, an at-home proposal. But after I told her that, she was like, oh, you should have done that. That would have been epic.
That is so cool. I just got like the chills multiple times because that sounds like a dream.
That is cute. Wouldn't it be something if 6 months after you got married, you came home, she's banging Nordy in the kitchen?
I was just going to say, what if she was banging the real TC Bear and you take the hat off and she's just so disappointed?
Yeah, the look on her face goes from excited to, oh, it's him.
Oh, I thought you were Jeff.
Oh, it's a side piece.
You know that business trip you were on in San Diego where you caught the early flight home? Remember that, Dana?
Oh, yeah.
You come into the apartment, Nordy's got her bent over, and she's going down on the Lynx mascot.
Whoa. The betrayal.
And you're thinking, that's what I get for introducing mascots into our relationship. You blame yourself, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say, this is on me. This is on me.
And you wouldn't be mad at Nordy or the Lynx gal.
I'd watch.
So we all know, all of us bros, we know that gimmick. Your buddy Donnie does something wonderful for his wife or girlfriend. And you think, you dick. What, you spent $4,000 on Taylor Swift tickets? You're making the rest of us look like a bunch of jagoffs. Here's a kid out of Germany who just made all the other 15-year-old dudes in Germany look SAWFT soft. 15-year-old kid, little peckerhead. He upped and stole a damn city bus. And he drove that pig 80 miles to his 14-year-old girlfriend's hometown just to give her a ride home from school. If he's not careful, he's going to get his ass kicked when the other 15-year-old German kids catch wind of this. They might have to throw a blanket party on his ass because he's making them all look bad. This was last Friday. The kid, let's call him Helmut. That's a very German name. Helmut, the 15-year-old kid, he went ahead and snuck into a local bus depot. Somehow he snatched a set of keys. He jumped onto an empty city bus, fired the damn thing, and drove smooth out of there. Funny thing is, folks working at the bus station at the time watched Helmut drive the bus away on their security cameras. They just assumed the bus had been taken by one of their regular drivers. It dawned on them, on all of them later, that it had been stolen. German cops were called. They pulled Helmut and his Fraulein over right after he had picked her up at the schoolhouse. But he got it done. The cops said, we don't know how this little prick was so damn good at driving a big fat-ass bus out of nowhere like that, but he did. Helmut is in deep wiener schnitzel over this effing deal. But I guarantee his girlfriend and all of her girlfriends think that he is a regular Frederick Zoller over this. I mean, that's impressive. And all the rest of the 15-year-old boys in his town are left there looking like shiftless jabronis by comparison.
When you're a young man, you'll do pretty much anything to impress a young lady.
Yes.
Including stealing a bus, if you have the means.
I'm equally impressed that he got the sumbitch on the road. I would imagine, I'm just imagining, there's some complexities is the word I'll use, to getting a city bus on the road. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's
maybe a bus. If there's
park,
a bus
reverse.
driver,
Yeah, I don't.
Or is listening, they can let us know.
I mean, we get garbage truck drivers that text in once in a while and say, you regular dickheads, you can't just jump into our ride and take it. That requires some learning.
Oh, I bet it does.
I'm just imagining that a city bus might be similar. And this is a 15-year-old kid who just hopped in and he's gone.
I wonder how often people who drive garbage trucks get in on the wrong side of their personal vehicles. I think I would do it all the time.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. I think I would be just kind of out of it and do that constantly.
Josh, let's imagine that you are a 14-year-old girl.
All right. I've done that before.
Wouldn't you
I have some experience.
Wouldn't you be just wildly impressed if your 15-year-old boyfriend drove 80 miles just to give you a ride home from school, just so you wouldn't have to walk your little carcass home from school?
I think so, but I'm a bit of a stick in the mud, so I'd be worried about the legalities.
You would?
But I understand. Like, I would think, wow, what a gesture.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm having a hard time paying attention to this story because I can't stop thinking about that proposal.
Which
about
one?
how I got ripped off on mine.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Yes.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, I'll tell you this, Ashley. Mine was far less involved than either Cam's or Dana's over there. And my wife and I have been married 18 years, so I've got 10 years of happy marriage to back it up.
There you go. Maybe that's the secret.
5 years
maybe
of
a
happy
more
marriage.
low-key proposal. I thought for sure, talking about that kind of stuff, I thought for sure that I was going to go on a really cool baby moon. It's like one of those things, you go on a vacation before you pop a baby out, because my husband's brother took his wife to Paris for the baby moon, and then they had a second kid, and he did the same thing. And he takes her on trips for Mother's Day. So I was like, all right, the bar is set pretty high. They're full-blood brothers. Some of this has got to rub off on Jeremy, and that didn't happen at all. It's like, gosh darn it, wrong brother.
Finishes halfway in. Jesus said it's actually easier driving on the right-hand side of the garbage trucks, and he never gets in on the wrong side of his car. Said it's second nature at this point.
And by the way, on the topic of driving a bus and whether it's more difficult than this or that, one of our listeners, and this is maybe what this 15-year-old German kid went through with, one of our listeners said, how to drive a bus on YouTube is a wonderful thing. Maybe the kid watched a YouTube video.
I'll bet. Yeah, I didn't even consider it. You can learn anything on YouTube. Over-the-road trucker, Faith Believe in Jesus, said he's a semi-truck driver. He gets in his car and takes extra wide turns all the time, thinking he has a trailer behind him.
I bet. What do we got here? A guy jacking it in his car.
Seems to happen more than anybody would like.
Yeah, why do they jack it in the car? Let's see where are we here? Denver, Colorado, by God, there was a 35-year-old puke bag out on the road summers. He's driving. He's stroking his little unit while behind the wheel of his motor vehicle. And it wasn't like he was trying to keep it a secret. He made sure folks knew that he was tearing the lid off that poor thing. The cops got multiple calls from other drivers. Folks were saying you might want to swing by and throw a wet towel over this sumbitch. I think the dude might have been ass naked, too. But I'm not sure, but I think he might have been naked.
I've been able to resist the temptation my entire life to masturbate behind the wheel. And apparently some guys, we hear it in the stupid news quite a bit, they just can't resist that.
Well, I say go ahead and jack off behind the wheel. I don't give a rat's ass as long as no one else knows about it.
Well, that's the risk. Somebody could easily see something like that.
This guy's name is Omar. The local cop stepped up and said that if you saw Omar, he got away. The local cops have stepped up and said if you witnessed Omar pulling one loose on the road the other day, to call the police station. I guess, wait a minute. No, he did get caught. So I think they're trying to pile up some witness statements or something for Omar's court case. That's what I'm guessing. That's why they're asking folks out there to give them a telephone call if they watched Omar masturbate while barreling down the freeway.
I don't know if I'd call the cops if I saw that on the freeway, but if I saw it picking my kid up from school, I'd probably
yeah,
into school zone.
If I saw that on the freeway, I would mind my own business. What am I doing looking in his car? That's my fault.
You blame yourself, do you?
Just look straight ahead.
It just depends on where this person's doing that.
You know, I've been battling with something for a few days. Damn. I've been second-guessing myself. I was in a hurry the other day, to get Summers, stopped at a gas station, and I saw a dude in a parked pickup just face smashed into his steering wheel, just... And I thought, should I tell somebody about a guy who... I mean, it didn't look like he was in a sleeping position. It looked like he just died or passed out, right?
Yeah.
And his head landed up against the steering wheel, like you see in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, should I go into the gas station and tell someone about... But I just left because I was in a hurry.
You had places to be.
Okay, so no one... You're not...
I would
you're
probably...
not disgusted by me?
I mean, I would have called in that case,
Yeah.
but, you're a grown man.
I was being selfish.
I might not have called because I don't know. I might not have. I don't know really why. Maybe I'd just minded my own business.
Yeah, I'm a mind my own business kind of a guy. But I did think after I drove away, I thought, well, I wonder what the hell, what if the sumbitch is dead?
I'd probably check the news for a couple days after that.
Yeah.
Because, again, it didn't look like he told himself, I've got a long car ride ahead of me. I should get some Z's in this position. It looked like he went, it just landed on his, what do you call it again, steering wheel.
You go back to the gas station, you talk to the clerk, and you're just very vague. Anything, what's been going on here lately? Anything new? Anything happen?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that died?
Oh,
Hey, he's been there a while.
Yeah.
Nobody's calling the cops.
he was still alive when you were here. He was still alive. If you just would have... here's a guy in New Jersey who thinks he's running things. He thinks he can do whatever the F he pleases. Some bitch walked into his local liquor store. Ass naked. He grabbed a Steve Weiser King can out the cooler. He popped the top on that pig, and he walked out without paying. In my book, that's a good way to get your ass kicked. He's 69 years old. Oh, wow. So any unlucky bastard at the liquor store that night got to see his 69-year-old rod swinging around. 69-year-old balls.
Yeah, I wonder how much worse mine's going to look. I mean, I started with pretty gross.
I would just stop looking if I were you.
At me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look at it, Josh.
I usually don't.
Don't look at it.
But for aiming purposes,
You're
I
looking
have
at
to.
it right now.
Well, just trying to remember what it looked like. It's so much worse than I even remember.
69-year-old guy, ass naked, grabs a can of beer, pops the top, walks out of the liquor store, didn't pay for jack squat. Oh, and then once this puke bag got outside the store with his king can, the beer I'm referring to, he got outside with his can of beer. He busted loose with what the police are calling alarming statements. He was hollering nonsense aloud for everyone to hear. I've made some alarming statements when drinking beer, but usually I've sucked down a hell of a lot more than one king can when I make those statements. The positive twist to all this was once the local cops pulled up, the naked neighborhood crier over there with the tall can of Weezer water in his hand, he didn't put up any kind of a ridiculous fight with the cops. He went quietly off to jail.
Yeah, that is a positive. You don't hear that too often. Somebody's, whatever he's on. It's got to be more than beer, right?
Yeah, probably. All right, so here we go. In the past, when I've talked about my lifelong rivalry with otters, some of you can't understand why I hate those little smiling bastards so damn much. You can't understand it because they're supposedly so cute and so friendly. All otters have ever done is start trouble with me. So if you don't believe me when I tell you that otters are shady little pricks that will turn on you in the blink of an eye, if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe this gal in North Carolina. The gal by the name of Erin. She was standing out in the middle of nowheres the other day, and she was mauled by an otter for no damn good reason. Erin was out in the woods. She was standing on the side of the road, waiting for a foot race to go by. Erin had a friend running in the local long-distance foot race, don't you know? So she's standing there, waiting for the runners to go by so she could holler encouragement to her idiot friend. when suddenly an otter sprung out the woods and beat her ass.
Everybody was like, wow, we thought they were nice and we thought they were cute. I don't know. I don't see anything cute about otters, but especially now.
Wow, that's your dream girl.
Yeah, you two should hook up.
She's like, I didn't even like them beforehand. See, they knew. That's why they attacked you.
They can tell people that don't like them?
Oh, they can pick out a hater out of a crowd for sure.
I would assume immediately, welp, I've got rabies. Moments to live. Scratch the hell out of it.
Oh, that would be so scary. I would feel so betrayed.
This otter knocked her on her can and bit her up and down. The otter bit her ankles. It bit her hands and breasts.
Too far.
The otter spared her life. It did not finish her off. You heard Aaron there saying something like, she hears people say how cute they are and how nice they are. Well, she disagrees. They're a pack of dicks. I mean, folks get suckered into thinking that otters are harmless and adorable. They're a pack of dicks. Aaron ended up in the hospital. She had to take 6 rabies shots.
Oh, no. I heard those are so bad.
The doctors and nurses said they'd never had to treat an otter attack victim before. It says here, Josh, only 59 otter attacks have been documented worldwide since 1875.
It's a cover-up.
1807.
They obviously...
Is that fake news?
Well, it's just a cover-up is what it is. I'd imagine they've got otters in high places that is keeping this out. Well, they don't have to treat them because most people, I think, die in the attack.
Chaos coordinator Shiza said, meh, she sounds like a bitch. I'm going to side with the otter. She kind of did.
I'll agree that...
Do you really think so?
She was giving off vibes.
Well, she just got attacked.
She did have to have 6 rabies shots.
Yeah, give a gal a break.
I think I'd be acting like a bitch, too.
I'll agree that otters are more shady and dishonest than they are violent. I think a fair comparison is otters are like your jag-off drinking buddy who will steal the cash out of your wallet after you fall asleep. That's an otter's mindset. More shady and dishonest than they are violent, but don't tell that to Aaron in North Carolina, who just took a terrible beating. No, as far as I know, responding to a text here, no, as far as I am aware, she did not receive otter superpowers from this attack.
Also an Olympic backstroker.
Yeah, just really good at swimming.
Loves holding rocks.
A listener also texted in and said, chicks and otters, they're both shady. They do stuff. Yeah, they do. Absolutely. So there you go. Hopefully that'll get a few people to step lightly around those bastards. I'll continue to hate their guts.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Battle 82. Battle.
I'll be damned. First time in 21 year?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm going to go ahead and say that that's the correct arithmetic. For the first time in 21 years, the Golden Gopher Ladies program is going to be playing in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. Buzzer beater, too. Friggin' buzzer beater. F me running. That's awesome. Good crowd over there at the barn. Get some.
I miss the get some surrounding the Gophers.
Yeah, it kind of
was big for a while.
I still try to sprinkle it in when I can.
I've thrown it out in other parts of life, but not about the Gophers.
Before there was before there was a Dana on this program, there was a Golden Gopher football fan who would constantly text the program. Specifically, Golden Gopher football was his thing. But any Gopher-related game, he would text us about it. Hey, don't miss tonight's game, 7 o'clock. And then in all caps, get some. And Josh and I fell for it. That's pretty cool. Nice win for the Timberwolves last night. When Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder join us here in a half hour, we'll get to the NCAA men's basketball tournament. They're down to the Sweet 16. We'll tell you who's playing who, what's happening, this, that. We got our significant other bracket challenge happening. I'll give you a somewhat detailed update on that. Some of your significant others are they're done, but it's a pretty fair fight overall so far. We'll give you an update on that. Don't go anywhere. Josh has some more news for you here in a few minutes.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The NFL Draft, presented by Bud Light, is coming to Pittsburgh, and it's your chance to witness the future of the game for free from April 23rd to April 25th. Feel the energy of the NFL Draft. See the Vince Lombardi Trophy and Super Bowl rings. Meet NFL players and legends. Enjoy interactive games and live music performances, and be there as the future of the NFL takes center stage. The NFL Draft starts April 23rd. Register for free entry at nfl.com/draft access today.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
She really knew her stuff. She was really passionate about the NHL. She was proud of being a sports writer, but she was much more proud of being a good mom and a good parent to her 3 kids. It just seems so unreal.
Well, really some heartbreaking news over the weekend. Minnesota's hockey community is mourning longtime NHL writer Jessie Pierce and her 3 children following a deadly fire in White Bear Lake early Saturday. She spent more than a decade covering the NHL, most notably as a reporter focused on the Wild. She wrote for NHL.com, contributed to local outlets, where she also hosted and appeared on hockey-focused podcasts. The National Hockey League called Pierce a valued member of the NHL.com team for a decade, adding that Jessie loved our game. We will miss her terribly. The Wild said in a statement that the team was heartbroken and joined the state of hockey in mourning the tragic loss of Jessie and her children. To those who worked alongside her, Pierce was known as much for her presence on her reporting, a steady, upbeat figure in the press boxes and on podcasts who made space for others in a competitive field, a doting mother, and an overall wonderful person.
What a horrible thing.
Yeah, I mean, this was covered nationally. So many people spoke out from so many walks of life to say what a great person she was, and terribly tragic. 3 kids.
Truly heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. As you've no doubt heard right now, Chuck Norris, the martial arts grandmaster and action star whose roles in Walker, Texas Ranger and other television shows and movies made him an iconic tough guy, sparking internet parodies and adoration from millions, has died at the age of 86.
I don't age. I level up.
Norris died Thursday in what his family described as a sudden passing.
What did he say? I don't age, I what?
Level up.
Level up.
Born Carlos Ray Norris in Ryan, Oklahoma on March 10th of 1940, Chuck Norris actually built the cabin he was born in. And he lost his virginity.
He did what?
He lost his virginity before his own father. After high school, he joined the U.S. Air Force in 1958, and it was during a deployment to Korea he began training in martial arts. Norris made his film debut as an uncredited bodyguard in 1968's The Wrecking Crew. Around that time, he also crossed paths with Bruce Lee in martial arts circles. Their friendship and occasional sparring led to an iconic face-off in the 1972 movie Return of the Dragon.
I worked out with Bruce Lee, and I worked out for 3 years. That's when I held the world title. And then he went to Hong Kong to pursue his movie career, did a couple of movies, very successful. So he called me up and said, I want to do a movie with a fight scene that everyone will remember called Return of the Dragon. He said, would you come over and do the fight scene with me? I said, well, do I have to lose? He says, yeah, you have to lose.
From there, Norris went on to act in more than 20 movies, including Missing in Action and The Delta Force.
Better hurry, Nick. I think there's heavy reinforcements.
How do you know?
Something I heard in the radio.
I didn't know you spoke Arabic.
If we don't get out of here, we're all going to be speaking it.
In 1993, he stepped into what would become his most famous role, a crime-fighting lawman in the TV series Walker, Texas Ranger. In more recent years, he only occasionally took on acting roles, including 2012's The Expendables 2.
Booker, you're the one people call the lone wolf? I've been called that.
I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
It was around that time of
they used Chuck Norris jokes in the script.
They did, yes. It was around that time of surprise comedic appearances, like the movie Dodgeball, that his tough guy image took on a life of its own online. Chuck Norris facts went viral, featuring wildly exaggerated lines like, Chuck doesn't flush the toilet, he scares the crap out of it. Norris eventually embraced the humor of it all, putting together the official Chuck Norris fact book, which combined his favorite entries with supposedly true stories and the codes he aimed to live by. Officially declared dead last Thursday at the age of 86, rumor has it Norris died 20 years ago, but death finally got enough courage to tell him.
He didn't like those Chuck Norris facts at first because he wasn't sure, are they laughing with me or are they laughing at me? He wasn't quite sure. Same thing with the Conan O'Brien Walker, Texas Ranger level. Do you ever see that, Josh?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
So Conan would have this lever, and he would pull it, and then a random scene from Walker, Texas Ranger would play, and it would be out of context and always something just so bizarre, kind of, if you're not following the plot. It was a very, very funny bit.
I love those Chuck Norris jokes. I'm glad he embraced them.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I saw yesterday that grabbed me was when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. He already had 3 missed calls from Chuck Norris. I never saw Walker and the Texas Rangers, but I was always really fascinated by that rivalry that he had with Bruce Lee. In the 70s, you kind of took sides, which guy you thought was the superior martial artist. I wonder if they had to have fought behind the scenes a few times. I would love to hear stories about that.
Like angrily?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because they did spar together, and that's kind of where Bruce was like, man, you're pretty good at this. We should have you in a movie.
When you get that skill set, right? And of course, there's a certain amount of ego involved. They must have had a couple beers on a Saturday night in 1972 and decided to full on, turn it loose. I would love to hear stories about that.
A renter is speaking out after he says a maintenance worker was caught on camera not fixing a leak, but taking one. Xander Manning says the incident happened in February at a Chicago area apartment during what was supposed to be a routine maintenance visit to fix a washing machine, where an alarming amount of women on the internet seemed to get stuck. Manning said his home security cameras didn't capture the worker fixing the washing machine, but it did show the worker peeing in the kitchen sink.
I take a whiskey drink. I take a chocolate drink. And when I have to pee, I use the kitchen sink. I sing the song that reminds me I'm a urinating guy.
Video shows the worker later turning on the faucet, appearing to rinse the fresh hot urine down the sink after noticing the camera. Manning says he confronted the worker, who, to his credit, did admit to the act.
You expect them to do their job correctly and not do anything else, and especially not, pee in your sink. So it was horrible. And this has been something that has caused a significant amount of stress for both my wife and myself at this point.
What? That was a little far.
Yeah. Why is it causing a significant amount of stress? I'd like to hear more on that.
It happened. It's over. Pour some bleach. But I probably would have beat the brakes off the guy.
There was a lot of mental distress that he went into. Manning said the garbage disposal has since been replaced, but argues it doesn't make up for the lingering distress. He's asked for several months of free rent.
I mean, it's just a complete violation of everything, trust, privacy, and just basic hygiene. I mean, it's disgusting. You trust these people to come in your home that you're renting for already an exorbitant price, in the suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what? Now I kind of like it. Yeah, get that free rent, man.
As for the incontinent maintenance worker, he was issued a citation for disorderly conduct and fined in connection with that incident.
You ever take a piss in your kitchen sink?
No.
The sink, like the laundry sink, yeah, but not the kitchen sink.
Yeah, I used to use my laundry sink as a toilet quite often at my old house. Only once did I go ahead and take a squeege in the kitchen sink. I was too drunk to get to the bathroom.
That makes sense.
As you heard, it was a webcam which caught the culprit in the act. The first webcam was invented in 1991 and had an unusual beginning. Computer science researchers at the University of Cambridge wanted to see if there was coffee in the break room. So they developed a webcam, put it there, just to see if they could go get a cup.
You ever take a squeege in the bathtub? I mean, not counting while you're showering, of course. You ever wipe with the shower curtain?
No.
No, but I have just jumped in the shower.
It's I think I understand that that's illegal in some states.
Wiping with the shower curtain?
Yeah, wiping with the shower curtain.
Oh, man.
That's good.
They're pretty strict. A Florida woman's been arrested for peeing on furniture and other items in at least 2 Airbnbs.
What is she, a bobcat or something?
No. She's a bit of a tomcat.
What happened?
According to the Pensacola Police Department, an Airbnb owner filed a criminal complaint March 15th regarding damage made to her rental property. She told officers someone sent her a message on the Airbnb app claiming her then-current guest, identified as 31-year-old Nicolette Keogh, had pottied on property in the unit. And it was soon learned it was filmed for a pee-pee kink.
Oh, cool.
There was a young lady inside making money in a very unusual way that damaged somebody else's property, a police spokesperson said.
Put down a tarp.
Yeah, I guess the folks that were paying for this, they wanted to see everything.
The thrill of watching it soak into the fabric and whatnot, I fully understand.
They revealed the owner found a video on an adult content website which showed the woman tinkling in the unit and tarnishing her possessions. And the renter was apparently brimming with liquid vitality as her lady urine caused thousands of dollars in damages due to the Airbnb.
There's a list of items including a television, a record player, a coffee pot, some bedding, some carpeting, I believe, or a rug.
The owner, who documented the damage with photos, also reported a strong odor of urine in the residence.
Yeah, we've seen damage to Airbnbs and hotel rooms before, but nothing like this.
That is so terribly disrespectful. Who the hell do you think you are?
A police report said Keogh peed on other items at other Airbnbs, including one owned by the same person on the same street.
Oh, no. That poor person.
That's just terrible.
So much pee. A Florida sheriff's deputy resigned after an investigation exposed her raunchy online foot fetish account where she sold sexually explicit content while wearing her uniform, and that's what got her in the biggest trouble.
Sure.
Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy, she had made about $6,000 in 16 months in her side job as a content creator on the adult site feetfinder.com.
That's not a lot of money, is it, Cubby? $6,000 in 6 months?
Yeah, you hear, I guess you hear only, who knows if the numbers are true. It's like, I made $600,000 last month.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them in the millions.
Yeah, those are rare.
I don't buy a lot of that crap, but she kept her going. Okay, she's making a few bucks on the side.
Yeah, not terrible money.
Yeah, free money, I guess. All you got to do is show your feet to somebody.
She published inappropriate and pornographic footage of herself and performed sexual acts in exchange for money as well. The deputy, a 21-year veteran of the force assigned to the Palm Beach County Courthouse, recorded her content while wearing her uniform in some of the videos. In one post titled Smelly Boot Removal, the deputy asked her customers to guess her profession while removing her boots and socks and waving her handcuffs. The post was tagged under categories Boots, Cop, Uniform, and was viewable for anyone searching such content before subscribing to the account. The sheriff's office was tipped off about the deputy's scandalous account by another deputy who claimed she'd been creating OnlyFans-style content catering to subscribers with foot fetishes, so investigators launched that investigation in July. The deputy didn't hide her content, rather openly discussed her account with coworkers while at lunch and even showing them photos of her feet with a tribal-style dragon design in black ink. She published videos showing her face and unique tattoos on her feet, making it easy for investigators to identify her. Another deputy claimed she told him she was paid to meet a man in Orlando to massage his genitals. The male, who appeared in several videos, admitted to traveling to Florida to create content with the deputy and her since-deleted account. Girl with the dragon foot tattoo is what she went by.
Interesting.
Stupid.
Not only is she online showing her feet, she's dishing out hand jobs.
And more. The officer had shown at least one video to a third deputy where she recorded herself wearing a karate uniform, kicking an unidentified man repeatedly in his genitals until he collapsed.
Holy smokes.
And that's when things got weird.
Some of the photos and videos, quote, showed Deputy Sheriff Tenlin's feet only at the beach, riding a bike, crushing items such as fruit, toys, or several videos of her crushing live crickets with her bare feet.
My goodness.
She had all angles covered.
Yeah, people are into some weird stuff. The sheriff's office investigated and found the deputy had called out sick 2 days after her vacation was denied, and she used that time while pretending to be sick with a subscriber who had traveled from Canada to film content with her. Timestamps from her account showed she'd made content while on duty even. The Internal Affairs Division found sufficient evidence the deputy committed multiple policy violations, and with 1 foot already out the door, she resigned.
Boy, that got much deeper and darker than I anticipated from the get-go.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened.
Yeah.
The crickets.
She was fully dialed in. She was like a Swiss Army online gal. You know what I mean?
She's very open to suggestion, I guess.
A little bit of everything there.
Customer's always right, if not weird.
Yeah.
A couple of school employees in Michigan are in serious trouble after their genitals on the bus went in and out, in and out. The two staffers appeared to be engaging in pornographic activities with each other right there on the bus, and witnesses' video captured the moment.
School bus?
School bus, yes.
School bus.
At first glance, a stunned mom said it seemed like they might be scrubbing something off a seat, but that's not what they were doing. They were bus banging. The woman who recorded the footage told local media she witnessed something that felt like out of a movie, the X-rated kind. She said the first thing she noticed was the intense motion, and originally assumed they were just cleaning the seats, but the movement didn't stop, and their facial expressions suggested they didn't want it to.
An intense motion. At first, I thought it was just cleaning the seats, but the motion just continued. I mean, I'm an adult, so kind of put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, she knew what was going on. She recognized that as sex. She said she was shocked the pair did it parked in the middle of a Walmart parking lot right there in the view of public.
I just can't believe they weren't like trying to hide behind some bushes or something. It was boom.
No, it was blatantly in the front parking lot.
Realizing what
the
she
front parking lot. Sorry, Cubby. I had to blow up. I'm sorry I blew up. I am.
She had an interesting delivery, but then again, she just watched some intercourse. Realizing what she was seeing, the seemingly voyeuristic mother said she reported it to the district. The two employees are now under investigation.
Well, that is not right.
A charter bus in Virginia was carrying a group of middle school students when the morning took an unexpected turn right onto a bike path. That's thanks to the driver's dedication to GPS directions. The students were headed to a music assessment on Tuesday when the driver followed GPS directions and the route led somewhere it shouldn't have, a bike path.
How do people do this?
Bike path.
Pay attention.
That's where it got stuck in the mud. Police weren't able to free the bus, but one of the officers came up with a brilliant plan. While directing traffic, he also ordered pizza for the students as they waited.
Oh,
eventually,
that's
with
cool.
permission from the principal, the students left the stranded bus behind and walked back to school, leaving the embarrassed bus driver there to wait for a tow.
I bet the kids are making fun of him.
Dude, no, that would be so much fun. You're on you're on a bus with all your buddies and you get pizza. That sounds awesome.
It's a little bit of adventure.
Yeah.
We didn't need the guy to have to make a wrong turn for us to make fun of the bus driver, but that was just us. That's just how we behaved, and it was shameful.
Kyrie Irving is 34 today. Jason Kidd, 53. Pancakes by the Lake Jesus text the Luther Kia Bloomington text line for his daughter, only 8 years old, Leia, and a total rocker. She chose to learn AC/DC's TNT as her first ever song on guitar.
Dang.
That's pretty cool.
On the guitar.
Shout out to my bro Lucas. Another shout out to Glory. Happy birthday to 8-year-old twins Avery and Elliston from Dad Hoosier Jesus. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder on the Half-Ass Morning Show.
Boilermakers, Blue Devils, Cyclones, Reds, Crimson Tide, Spartans, Cougars, Longhorns, Fighting Illini, Wolverines, Volunteers, Razorbacks, Huskies, Huskers, Hawkeyes, and Wildcats. Your picks are the worst I've ever seen. Your bracket looks redacted like an email from Epstein. The Sweet 16.
Hey. You heard the song. You heard what the man said. We're down to 16 schools remaining in the damn tournament. Hello, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, fools? Good day to be an Iowegian.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's the basketball capital of the country.
Seems to be.
What do you say we get a regular Iowegian versus Iowegian State final?
That'd be interesting.
That's never happened before, I bet.
I don't think so.
I'm going to go ahead and bet every damn thing.
I love the fact that Iowa has to get through Nebraska, though, to get to the Elite Eight. That's a fun matchup, right?
Dude.
Freddie going up against Iowa?
Yeah. You've got 3 Big Ten teams going down to the Houston Invitational this weekend.
I'm sorry?
What?
Which is crazy.
Houston's the other team in that Sweet 16 in that foursome, but it's the regional.
Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 out of the 4 clubs in the South.
Our Big Ten.
Yes. 6.
Our Big Ten schools, but Houston's got the home court advantage, so that'll be really interesting to see if one of those two of those 3 could knock them off.
6 Big Ten clubs have advanced to the Sweet 16. Here's your matchups from here on out. Oh, you got your Duke and St. John's. St. John's won on a buzzer beater yesterday. That was kind of cute. Michigan State will be taking on Connecticut. And then that South region that Brad Ryder was talking about, Iowegians, Nebraska. Yeah, there you go. That is going to be a cool scene. Illinois, Houston. You go over to the other side of your bracket. In the West region, Arizona, Arkansas, Texas has surprised the piss out of some people.
Yeah.
And made it to the Sweet 16, where they will play Purdue. What is it that you always say about Purdue, Josh?
Sick and tired of losing to them.
Sick and tired of losing to Purdue. In the words of the late, some would call him great, Bobby Knight. Michigan in there taking on Alabama in the Midwest region, and Tennessee and Iowegian State.
That Texas-Purdue matchup, the Texas won that game the other night thanks in part to Cam Heide, the Wayzata grad, who hit a big 3 with a few seconds left to win that game. He also played for Purdue for 2 years.
Yes.
So he'll go up against Purdue in that matchup, which will be fun.
Let me tell you something about that Cam Heide kid. I grew up with his mama. Yes, we've talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Purdue people are gonna run him right out of the arena.
That's going to be a fun game.
The Purdue fans are furious about the Cam Heide kid, I would imagine.
So between Iowa with 2 teams and Michigan with 2 teams, it's a loaded bracket.
F me, I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
Michigan and Michigan State.
The Big Ten did very, very well.
Yes, they did.
They've got it's likely not to happen, but you have a chance of an all Big Ten Final Four.
I'm rooting for regular Iowa versus Iowa State.
I looked it up, and it's only happened twice where 2 teams from the same state play in the national championship game.
Give it to us. One of them's got to be California, right?
It's got to be.
No, it's actually Ohio. Back-to-back years,
Really?
61 and 62, Cincinnati defeated Ohio State.
That's got to be when Oscar Robertson was playing for Cincinnati.
Yeah. I don't think there's any question about that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Back-to-back years they played each other. They must have been going bananas there in the terrible, awful Buckeye State. So UConn, we mentioned them. Connecticut, they're playing in the Sweet 16. Friday night they took on Furman in the tournament. And a player on their roster, Connecticut's roster, Tara Reid Jr.
What?
Is that correct? Tara Reid Jr.? He had 31 points and 27 rebounds. His name is Tara Reid.
Is it spelled the same?
Come on. That's what I have in front of me. I saw him play last night. I didn't catch it. His name is Tara Reid. Someone tell me I'm making that up. Rady and Brad, you never heard of Tara Reid?
Terrace Reid?
Oh, Terrace? Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it is Reid spelled different. Terrace Reid Jr.
Oh, my damn.
I was going to say, too, because he's got to be about the age of when he was born after American Pie came out and she blew up. So his parents clearly know who Tara Reid is.
Let's go ahead and say this is Tara Reid's son.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Terrace Reid. 31 points, 27 rebounds in that game against Furman. So they say that Terrace Reid became the first player since Elvin Hayes in 1968 to post a 30-25 game, meaning 30 points or more, 25 rebounds or more in an NCAA tournament. I'll be damned. They say it came out of nowhere. The friggin' kid averaged 13 points and 8 rebounds a game. But he comes into that game against Furman, and he goes nuts. That's the most fun I've had all day, that I thought that kid's name was. I thought he was Tara Reid Jr. I would need his poster, Josh, if he was Tara Reid.
Oh, yeah. You'd get his jersey, whatever.
Oh, man.
I think Vanderbilt had a player named Chandler Bing.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't named after the
Friends character?
The Friends character. It was just a
said on the
family name.
broadcast. It was after his grandfather. They were talking about it on the broadcast a little bit.
So back to this here Sweet 16. Is there anybody that you are thrilled with? Is there a school that you wished better for? You know, the big upset was Florida being gassed by Iowa.
Yes.
Is there a
bracket buster?
My God.
I love that every time.
I hate to say this because Randy's an alum, and I hate to keep puffing his ego up. But I would love to see Iowa State make a run here.
Oh, I want to see them.
Fun.
I want to see them play in the final, but only if they play regular Iowegians. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I do. I've watched them play a few times this year. They play incredible defense. They play really good team ball, and wouldn't it be cool to have a school from Ames, Iowa, win the national championship?
I'm still mad at them for 2001. They know what they did. They were a 2 seed. I picked them to go all the way. The very first game of the season of the tournament, the kickoff game they played, and they got beat. Jake Sullivan from Tartan was on that team. I'll never forget Iowa State for that.
They screwed you?
Yeah, they did. And that was back when I was 15 and very, very emotionally invested in my bracket.
So I would love to see, just because it's such a rarity, I would love to see regular Iowa versus Iowa State. That would be fun. But I am actively rooting against Iowa State with everything.
Why?
Everything. I'm going to tell you why, but I'm trying to finish my sentence and I can't come up with the word. Like every ounce of my being is rooting against Iowa State for this reason. Two of my friends who couldn't have given 2 pumps about anything related to Iowa State until their kids decided to go to college there, now act like they were born to root for Iowa State. You see what I'm saying?
I think that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Yes. Very common.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care if it's common. It annoys the piss out of me, and so I want Iowa State to go down in flames. And I want to be there when it happens so I can bust their chops about it.
I think a Nebraska-Iowa State final would be awesome.
Sure. They would.
I would love to see Fred's team get to the Final Four. I just think Fred, what a great story, that Nebraska story. They play so hard. I mean, they're just a really fun team to watch.
You know him like I do, Randy. He's an amazing guy. He's an incredible guy. I would love to see him get there too. Nebraska-Iowa State would be my dream final.
A former member of the 93X Half-Ass Morning Show, Fred Hoiberg.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one buddy of mine in particular. I couldn't have gotten him to watch college basketball if I put a machete to his jugular vein until his kid signed up for college at Iowa State, and now he acts like this is the most important thing in the world. So I gotta have this. I gotta have this turn around and bite him in the ass.
You know why? Another reason why a Nebraska-Iowa State would be a great final, because everybody on either coast, on the West Coast or the East Coast, we could just put up the proverbial middle finger to them.
West Coast and East Coast?
It'd be an all-Midwest final.
Also, there really is a legitimate opportunity for the Big Ten to have 4 teams in the national Final Four.
Yep.
There definitely is a possibility. Illinois is good enough. Certainly Michigan. Definitely Michigan State.
Oh, absolutely.
And definitely Purdue. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
there's a chance the Big Ten could have a Final Four with all 4 teams.
Dana, when's the last time there was an all Big Ten Final Four?
Oh,
Sorry, but you got the computer in front of you.
I don't think there's ever
You know,
been
Okay,
that.
if there
No,
ever...
there was 3 there, I think, in the late 80s one year. I don't think all 4, but I think there was a year in the late 80s where they had 3 there. The Michigan team that was good, Purdue, and then Illinois, I
That
think.
sounds right to me, Brad Ryder.
Kendall Gill was at Illinois.
Let's go ahead with
Sure.
let's go ahead with 1989. I think they had 3 Big Ten teams in the final.
You're right.
If it's ever happened, Dana will find it because he knows how to run a computer. Josh, you know how I feel about golf.
You love it. You love talking about it. You love everything about it.
What if I had a kid and my kid upped and decided to go to school at Duke, and suddenly the most important thing in the world to me was Duke golf? Would you not roll your eyes at that?
Well, I think you'd hate it less. But your friend probably didn't hate basketball before, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, so it wasn't just not watched it?
I just said, I couldn't get him to watch a college basketball game with me if I threatened his life.
I just assumed it was a lack of interest because you hate golf.
Would you roll your eyes if I showed up wearing head-to-toe Duke golf attire and it's all I wanted to talk about?
I would think it was pretty funny.
Yeah. I have a somewhat fragmented update on our significant other bracket challenge. We all got our significant others to fill out a bracket. You know, next time we do this, I want one universal bracket to look at and circle and check. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I think that's what we did last year. We should have done that.
Oh, God, because I've got a couple brackets that are made up like this, and one of them is like this. I mean, a couple of them I have to get out my cell phone light in order to read the... we need a universal bracket. So far, my wife's doing quite well. But she lost her national champion when Kentucky lost the other day. She's done quite well so far, but she lost her national champion. That's going to hurt.
Yep.
Roseanne Shaver's doing quite well. She has all of her Final Four teams intact. Who is this? Dana wife, Lady Dana. Lost Florida yesterday.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Lost a Final Four team in Florida yesterday. Lady Brad doing well with all of her Final Four teams still intact. Lady Cubby, not so good.
Oh, no. Well, it's the pressure of trying to be a repeat champion, I guess, got to her.
Lost a Final Four club along the way. I give her all the credit in the world for picking Vanderbilt to go to the Final Four, but they didn't quite make her. And Ashley's flavor of the month husband also kind of taking it in the dick so far.
Oh, man. Wow.
He has all of his Final Four teams alive, but he's struggled in other departments. We'll get there. We'll get there. So far, I mean, it's a pretty good fight. Pretty good fight so far. All of your... Did I miss somebody? No, I think that's everybody.
That's everybody.
Earlier, we played the audio of the Golden Gopher Women's Basketball Club.
Yes.
And that buzzer beater shot to beat Ole Miss.
Battle 82. Battle.
That's the buzzer beater. A gal by the name of Amaya Battle, the younger sister of former Golden Gopher Jamison Battle, took an inbounds pass, nailed the jump shot. Game over. First trip to the Sweet 16 in 21 years.
Phenomenal. So much fun to watch.
They will play Friday, and they'll play the winner of a game being played tonight between the University of California at Los Angeles and Oklahoma State.
Ooh, UCLA is one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, UCLA is going to win that game. And I think the Gophers had some trouble with them, to put it lightly, during the regular season, too. They're very, very good.
And, you know, everyone loves to use the slogan March Madness, and we've gotten some drama in the men's tournament. last night, yesterday afternoon, when the Golden Gophers beat Ole Miss, that was the first game of the tournament decided by fewer than 3 points. So this was their first real buzzer-beater, March Madness-type moment in the women's tournament. And I'm sure fans would like to see a little more of that. Did you ever find if there has been an all Big Ten men's tournament Final Four?
The most was 2 teams, and it's happened a bunch of times.
What do you mean the most was 2 teams?
2 Big Ten teams made the Final Four. That's the most ever.
Oh.
It's happened a handful of times, most recently 2015 with Wisconsin and Michigan State.
Ugh, yuck.
Yeah, nobody needs that in their life.
So there's never been an all Big Ten Final Four?
Nope.
That'd be great.
Back to that Gopher women's game, Mara Braun hit an amazing 3-point shot that tied that game. That comeback by the Gophers was really, really impressive because, Ole Miss played a great third quarter. It looked like they were in complete control, and the Gophers just battled back so hard to win that game. It was so much fun. And the barn was just packed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just packed. So
I never thought of this before, but Omaha Jesus texted in to say, now that there's 27 teams in the Big Ten.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not that long of a shot to get 4, Josh, Big Ten teams into the
But I will say all of them that have a chance are the originals, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Except, maybe Nebraska. You don't want to count them.
Oh, right. They're not.
Well, but Nebraska's been in there for a while.
Sure.
It doesn't count. We're going to eliminate that. I'm kidding. It'd be fine. Whatever. Real nice win for the Timberwolves in Boston last night. Speaking of, hasn't happened since a long time ago. The Wolves hadn't beaten the Celtics in Massachusetts since 2005.
Wow.
They had lost 18 straight games in that town. But they won last night, won by 10. Bones Highland was great. McDaniels was great.
DeSumo, man. God.
He is, I can't say enough about
what
Io.
A player. Wow.
Terrific. Absolutely terrific.
They are pretty much locked into being out of the playoff scenario, out of the play-in, I should say, play-in game. Yes, they're 4 games up with 10 to go on Phoenix, so they're probably they're going to be 3 through 6 somewhere.
Okay,
they're going to play the Lakers, the Rockets, or the Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs, either with home court advantage or without.
All right, you're saying they're not going to go ahead and have to play in that play-in round?
Doesn't look like that. They'd have to completely collapse down the stretch here,
and Phoenix would have to catch fire. So,
Anthony Edwards missed his 4th straight game because of his iffy right knee. They showed some balls last night.
I'd be A1 from day one.
Balls were the key to victory last night. Up next, they play at home against Houston on Wednesday night. Saturday night, this past Saturday night, in terrible, disgusting Orlando, Florida, LeBron James passed Robert Parrish for the most games played in the NBA. 1,612 career regular season games, don't you know? Now leave us alone, will you? Oh, God. He passed the Chief for most games played. Speaking of old-timey NBA players, the WWE is going to dump flipping Dennis Rodman into their Hall of Fame before WrestleMania next month. You know how they have the Hall of Fame induction cubby the night before WrestleMania? They're going to send Dennis Rodman up to the podium.
How was I never saw him.
Terrible.
Yeah. Was he bad?
Awful.
How was he on the mic? I'm sure he was phlegmy and whatnot.
I don't remember if they gave him the mic very often. See, Dennis Rodman performed back in the old WCW, and I remember watching the matches. I mean, hell, we even paid for some of them. Back in the late 90s in WCW, Rodman had a few terrible matches with Hulk Hogan, Diamond Dallas Page, and Karl Malone. It was just terrible. Just awful.
And, I mean, the Hulkster and DDP love them both, but they're not exactly known for their technical wrestling abilities. They only kind of got a handful of moves, so that was a slog to watch.
Oh, God. Dennis Rodman, they're going to give him the pipe bomb and see what he has to say. Oh, wow. He's totally out of his mind.
Seems that way. Who did he date or was married to? That one hot
Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra. Yeah.
Carmen Electra.
Did they get
Carmen
married?
Electra in her prime was all right.
Oh, yeah.
Brad was somewhat impressed. Carmen Electra.
Did they get married?
I thought so.
I
Maybe
think
not.
they.
Yeah, they did in Vegas.
All right, Dane, I'm going to put you back on that computer if you don't mind.
What do you got?
Fine
I think they
for
did
me.
in Vegas.
I'm sorry?
They were married, yep.
I think they got married in Vegas.
They got married in Vegas. Okay. Fine for me, because Dennis Rodman will go into the celebrity wing, I believe, of the WWE Hall of Fame, which is riddled with oddities, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like Pete Rose is in there, for example.
Right.
Who earned it, in your opinion?
Oh, God, you have to give me a list. I don't know who's in. I was going to ask Dana, find for me the most worthless member of the WWE celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame. Find for me the one that irks you a little bit.
Drew Carey?
Oh, that's not a bad one. See, I don't have any memory of his involvement in the WWE.
I guess he was in the 2001 Royal Rumble and he eliminated himself. I remember that. He got in the ring and then it was like, oh, God, what am I doing? Seeing all the guys, and then he just jumped himself over the top rope.
Yeah. I remember watching, Josh, you'll appreciate this. There was a Royal Rumble, I think, where Kane might have scared Santino Marella.
I love Santino.
He scared him so much that Santino crawled over the top rope, which eliminated him from the Royal Rumble. And then Santino looked into the camera and said, I was not ready. I was not ready.
God, he was a treasure.
Keep going. Read some more. Let me see. Josh wanted to know who earned it of the celebrity.
I've got some, or do you have it in front of you?
I got the list here.
Okay.
So, like, the athletes-wise, Muhammad Ali, he was, the host of WrestleMania 1, special guest referee or something.
I'm not going to be so un-American to take something away from Muhammad Ali.
What about William Perry?
William Perry, I have no memory of his involvement. He must have been in the mid-'80s when the Bears were hot. They threw him into a...
He was in a battle royal at WrestleMania 2.
He's such a lovable guy. I'm not going to go against the refrigerator.
Pete Rose, Bob Uecker, that's pretty cool.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, I mean, he had did some of those backstage interviews at a couple old WrestleManias.
Yeah, I remember Andre the Giant wrapping his hands around Bob Uecker's throat and choking him for a while. And Bob played it up. His tongue was sticking out of his mouth.
Here's a cool one. Mr. T's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
That's a great one.
Mr. T is one of the finest Americans to... I don't know why I'm throwing patriotism into the mix.
What about Snoop Dogg?
Mr. T is one of the greatest Americans that's ever lived.
I heard Snoop Dogg did really well. Again, mic skills more than anything.
Yeah, I don't know. She was all right, to my best memory. Give me just a couple more.
Ozzy's in there.
Sure, he was ringside with the British Bulldogs. Yeah, Ozzy, God rest his soul. I'm not going to say anything bad about Ozzy.
William Shatner.
He's wonderful.
Andy Kaufman.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah,
legendary. Sure. Now, there you go. That's the guy who full-on 100% earned it. That bit that he had going in Mid-South Wrestling, was it Mid-South Wrestling with Jerry Lawler? That bit, it doesn't matter how many years go by, it was perfect in every way what Andy Kaufman put together down there.
And it wasn't until decades later that the King finally admitted that it was work, that it was all set up and stuff, because Kaufman would stay in character even if he wasn't on camera somewhere. People would see him on the street wearing a neck brace as if he was actually hurt by Jerry the King
You're talking
Lawler.
about when he slapped the piss out of him on Letterman.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Good
Schwarzenegger?
Lord. I have no memory of his involvement. He probably was like the host of, they'll do anything to get people eyes on the product. So, Schwarzenegger probably all he did was host a pay-per-view or something. So get back to me, Dana, if anyone else comes to mind that you just... University of Minnesota ladies hockey program has hired a new coach. Dude goes by the name of Greg May. He's got the nickname Boom.
Not much of a stretch here because he was the longtime assistant coach.
Yeah,
so they didn't have to go far.
No, they took him. Just
not really quite sure what that means.
What do you mean? What it means?
Well, I mean, you fire Brad Frost, who's had this incredible career as your coach, and then you hire his assistant. Why not?
You just push the assistant a little further.
It's just a little odd when you.
It just doesn't make any sense.
when you fire a head coach and then hire the guy right next to him or gal right next to him. It doesn't happen that often. That's what's odd about it.
I can't make heads or tails of most of these firings in big-time college and pro sports. Most of it is unnecessary in my book. But, yeah, they push the assistant dude over to the middle of the bench, and now he's the head coach. Greg May is the name. Good for him. The only negative I can find on the guy, he's from Burnsville.
Oh.
Did they not read his resume and his home address?
They didn't publicize that, I guess.
He's from Burnsville, which usually means trouble.
That's going to hurt recruiting.
Did he go to Eastview?
Pride of East.
Was he an Eastview grad, Brad Ryder?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Was he an Eastview grad?
Yeah, he was.
No, we don't accept people from Burnsville. Are you kidding me? We have class.
Alex Ovechkin scored his 1,000th combined career NHL goal yesterday, if you add up the regular season and the playoff. 1,000. Gretzky's the all-time leader with 1,016 combined NHL goals.
Good look, Strome, and Ovechkin fires! He scores! Alex Ovechkin on the power play. 1,000 goals combined, regular season and playoffs.
Kind of like LeBron. I think I'd like him to leave us alone at this point.
So we're going to do another countdown to when he breaks the other Gretzky record for all time?
Yeah, we'll do another countdown. Conrad McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers, one of the NHL's best players, of course. I didn't know he was funny. On Saturday night, McDavid was jaw-jacking with reporters about the Oilers' season. They're a few points out of first place in the Pacific Division. They play in the same division as Anaheim, Calgary, Los Angeles, San Jose, Vancouver, Las Vegas, and the completely unnecessary. And McDavid knows that's not the greatest group of teams in the NHL, at least not this season. So they're a few points out of first place in the division, right behind Anaheim. He compared their division race to a pillow fight.
That's pretty good.
He said to a reporter, "We're lucky to be in this division right now. All the teams are. It's a pillow fight." That's friggin' funny.
Oh, man.
Well, he's not wrong. The Ducks are leading the division 82 points. If they were in the Central, they'd be in fourth place. By 10 points.
Actually, I read if they were in the Central, they'd be in fifth place, but we get the point.
Yeah.
Called it a friggin' pillow fight. I never knew he was cute like that.
We worked with Pillow Fight. I miss Pillow Fight.
Oh, we used to work with a guy. We gave him the nickname Pillow Fight because his hairdo made it look like he was fresh off of a pillow fight.
He made no effort whatsoever to tame that stuff.
Yeah, great nickname. Great nickname. His hair looked like he just got whooped in a pillow fight. Did you and your girlfriends do that in your underwear, Ashley? Back in the,
yeah,
of
totally.
course you did.
Yeah. Giggling, yep.
A lot of movies led us to believe that's what happened at sleepovers for girls.
Oh, gosh, no. The only pillow fights I've ever been in were just like brutally violent pillow fights with my brothers.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember being surprised the first time I was in a pillow fight with my brother, my cousin, how much pain that can bring.
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, you know what happened to me? One of the corners of that pillow whipped me right in the eye socket.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That happens.
The corner of that pillowcase, Josh, there was a little bit of room there.
Yeah.
It kind of became a miniature whip.
Yeah.
And it got me in the eye socket, and the eyes fell out.
That can hurt.
That'll happen.
This is the funniest friggin' thing all day, even funnier than Conrad McDavid and his line about the pillow fight. NFL players, including the lunatic Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, got friggin' embarrassed on the field a day or two ago by Team USA's flag football team.
Oh, really? Darn it.
See, that's what I'm rooting for. I don't like the idea of the NFL guys playing in the Olympics playing flag football. I remember what it was a year or two ago, Josh, this Team USA flag football quarterback, Darryl Doucette is his name, he was offended when suddenly the conversation was, hey, we need NFL players to play for our flag football team, for Team USA, when the Olympics come around. And this guy said, what the hell are we asking these guys to do it for when I, Darryl Doucette said, I and the rest of my teammates have been playing flag football for friggin' decades? It's disrespectful. Why aren't we being sent to the
Right.
Olympics? And I agree with the guy. And now, so I love reading that the NFL guys went out and got friggin' worked.
I like that too. I'm glad.
Yeah, but
if they would have got destroyed, it would have been kind of embarrassing.
Isn't that stupid dude I hate, Dana? Isn't he on the flag football team?
I saw a highlight of him running around. You're talking about Logan Paul, the
Yeah.
wrestler, YouTuber. I saw him make some plays on some clips that I saw, but I don't know what his involvement level is.
I just wanted him to get wrecked.
Who is this?
That Logan Paul dude. He's like everywhere now. He
the wrestler?
wrestles a little bit.
Yeah, the YouTube kid, there's two of them, right? So this is the wrestler.
Yep.
He was going to do something with flag football?
He played in that game of some variety.
Oh, he played in the game I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I did see a video of him and Tom Brady were on the field together doing something. And
were they having a douche off?
When Tom Brady caught the football, he like threw it in his face, and then Logan Paul got all like uppity in his face, and I'm like, punch him, please.
Actually, it's all staged.
I know,
They've been doing this work for a little bit.
Yeah. You know they're pals behind the scenes.
Oh my God.
Randy Shaver, you ever been You ever been on the front lines of a douche off?
Sure.
We've seen a few in the radio business, haven't we, Josh?
Oh,
We've
boy.
seen a few
Back
douche offs.
in the day, heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this Daryl Doucette's been the quarterback for Team USA flag football since the beginning of time. He's excellent at it. He said, I think it's disrespectful that these NFL guys automatically assume that they'll join the Olympic team because of the person that they are. They didn't help grow this game to get to the Olympics. And I fully back this. Of course, I will lose this situation. They will put the NFL guys on the Team USA because they'll draw television ratings. So Saturday, several NFL players took on Team USA flag football. The final score was 106-41.
Oh my God!
Take your medicine,
Come on.
douchebags.
I gotta have a mercy rule.
And it's
there.
about time these entitled rich NFL bags got their D's handed to them.
Wow, that's
What kind of scoring system do they use?
I don't know.
Is the game 2 hours long or something?
I don't know. That sounds high.
Yeah. Touchdowns were 16 points.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I thought it was a misprint.
Yeah.
Oh, and the best news related to this. Rob Gronkowski injured himself during this. He did.
That's pretty good.
Stupid cement head moron Rob Gronkowski went out there because he's so funny, right? Hey, dude, hey, bro, all that crap. God, I want to strangle him. He went out and yanked a hamstring loose or something. Ended up getting carted out of there.
That's amazing.
They should have kicked the gurney over while they were wheeling him.
Just chucking footballs at him.
That Daryl Doucette quarterback should have kicked the gurney over and said, "Get out of here, bitch. This is my friggin' world." One more note on this flag football thing, which isn't happening until 20 and 28. 66-year-old Pro Football Hall of Famer Darryl Green is trying out for the flag football team.
Oh, my God.
That might be why they lost if he was playing with the NFLers.
No, he didn't get out there just yet, Brad Ryder. 66-year-old Darryl Green's trying to make the U.S. Olympic flag football. I mean, he is one of the greatest football players to ever live. Darryl Green was incredible. But he's 66 years old. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know, Josh, what he's doing.
He looks like he's in pretty good shape.
You look like you're in pretty good shape.
That's the first time you've ever said anything positive about my physique.
Well, it's a joke.
Oh. I fell for it again.
Did you see Tom Brady retweeted a clip of him throwing a touchdown pass, and he said, "Gets you thinking"?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. No.
Jesus, stop
No,
it.
no.
I know it's not your fault, Brad Ryder, but save that nonsense.
Just go to bed.
Don't even tell us that.
Go to bed.
That's why I brought it up. I wanted to get under your skin.
Ashley says, get your ass in bed. Like that, I've seen that meme on the internet where someone's leading an elderly woman along a sidewalk, and it says, "Sure, Grandma, whatever you say." Right?
Yep.
Sure, Grandma, I believe you. Sure. Josh, you didn't let me finish my sentence. You're in pretty good shape. The shape of a letter Q. See your little pee-pees hanging down there, too? Former Arizona Cardinals wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins wants to play here in town for the Vikings because he wants to be reunited with new Vikings starting quarterback Kyler Murray. What do you make of that?
I suppose there's room. Naylor's gone, so I don't think he'll have much of an impact, but sure.
Oh, yeah? You don't think he's got much left in the...
I don't think so, but...
What's it say here? 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro type of a character, this DeAndre Hopkins. He said if the Vikings need me, they know I'll be there.
That'd be cool.
All right, now, what do you make of this? He also said, I think Kyler Murray is one of the best and most accurate quarterbacks in the game. His stats show that. Is he that character?
Actually, he's not a bad...
Oh, yeah?
Completion percentage-wise, not that bad.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. That is a hell of a...
The deal with him is he's not a traditional pocket passer. He's going to move around a lot, and we'll see how that plays with what KOC really wants from his offense.
Not a really good downfield passer either.
No, he doesn't throw the ball down the field. Last year in Baltimore...
Very accurately.
Last year in Baltimore, this Hopkins character had one of the worst statistical seasons of his football life, is how they put it in this article. But the end of the article says, adding DeAndre Hopkins to the wide receiver room, I'm tired of that bit, wouldn't just fill a hole left by Jalen Naylor. It would upgrade the Vikings at that position, even despite Hopkins' age. He's, 33. And that's old in the NFL, 33. Exciting stuff, right?
Too early to talk about football. Sorry.
I still think that, like I said before they signed Kyler Murray, I still think the Vikings quarterback position is going to be the most interesting story all year. And how it plays out. Yep. Yeah. And how it plays out.
PJ Fleck, now that's my homeboy right there. I don't know if this throws you one way or the other. He's hiring longtime NFL offensive coordinator and former University of Alabama head coach Mike Shula to come in and help with the quarterbacks at the University of Minnesota. Mike Shula, that's a recognizable last name.
Very much so, yeah.
That's a recognizable. There was David Shula, and then there's Mike. Would Mike be David's son? Oh, my damn. Josh, don't you have do you not have the Shula family tree?
I don't.
He's got it tattooed on his back.
Who did you ask? Don Shula is his parent. Dave is his sibling, it says.
Oh, Mike and Dave are brothers.
Correct.
You know, Mike and Dave need wedding dates.
I heard that.
Yeah. And finally, the Twins open the regular season on Thursday in Baltimore.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and go through with it, huh?
It's going to be a
tied for first place at this point.
Long.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm still going to go to some
It's not going to be that
games.
bad.
I still love baseball. It's not going to change.
No, of course, I'll still
You'll
watch
be able
it.
to get tickets, Ashley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
See, that's what I'm mostly excited
It's
about.
not going to be that bad. Mark my words. They're going to have a good year.
I don't know. I found out the manager is a huge fan of Pearl Jam. That kind of swayed me a little bit.
Our manager is a huge fan
I know.
of Pearl Jam.
It's the only thing I don't like about her boss.
I don't like Pearl Jam people.
That's the only thing? I have a lot more.
Well, the floor is yours, Ashley.
But we'll get into it. We'll get into it on Thursday. Twins start the season in Baltimore.
Yeah.
When's the home opener?
April 3rd, I believe. I was looking today.
Yeah, they go from Baltimore to Kansas City for 3 and then come back home.
There you
hard to believe. A week from Friday is their home opener. Yep.
What's that? A week from
Friday.
Week from Friday.
I believed it on Saturday when it was like 70 degrees.
Yeah.
But now, not so much.
It's nice that it falls on a Friday. It always seems like it's on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something.
Yep.
I was just going to mention that.
They're giving away beanies.
A beanie?
What kind of beanie?
Yeah.
Like around here,
Like,
we call them a stocking cap, don't we?
That just says beanie on the website, so I rolled with it. Yeah, it says it's like light blue, dark blue. It's got a little cute little fuzzy ball on top.
Oh, God help us. I'm with you,
Looking at their
Dana.
schedule here. They got a ton of home games in April.
Yeah, they really do.
Oh, that's beautiful when
Lot.
it's 38 degrees. And
Yeah, exactly.
No kidding.
I'm jealous. So many home openers, like you guys were saying, were on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and I would just get so drunk. Now these sumbitches who go to this year's home opener can get as drunk as they want to. It's Friday.
People do treat the home opener as a big-time drinking holiday.
Oh, I used to
is.
I used to get so hammered.
Yeah, definitely.
And didn't they reduce the price of beer there? Isn't there
Pre-game
some
beers
sort
are
of a
$2
special-
or $3
there
or
you go.
something like that.
It's like an hour before the first pitch or something. You can get a can of beer for
The national anthem's about to kick in. I'll take 37 beers, please.
Yeah. And they usually do something cute in the morning, right? You can
breakfast on the plaza.
Oh, all right.
Used
I've
to
always wanted to go to that, but I'm here.
We used to broadcast from it. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, sweet.
I used to get so drunk at the home opener, and then of course when the ball game is over, because it was usually a 3 o'clock start time.
Yep.
You get done with the ball game at 6:30 or 7, and you're drunk. You're not thinking right. Well, the night has just begun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to go over to the Seville Club, and then Betty's working, and there goes all my money.
There's a home opener we were tailgating for. It was outside the Metrodome in college. And this one group, they set up like a full living room. They laid out a carpet. They had a couch. They had a TV with a Nintendo 64 going. It was a really unique setup. And my buddy got so drunk that he threw up. And he managed to throw up on the carpet that they laid out.
Oh.
It's like, there is concrete everywhere. And he threw up right on the little rug that they laid out. Like, come on, man.
It's like a dog.
Yes.
It's not, I'd be so pissed.
I know. They were like,
who is this guy?
I know, because we didn't know the guys. We were just like, oh, cool setup. Let's drink some beers. And they were nice and friendly. And all of a sudden my roommate's like, bleh.
Did any of you ever cross paths with Betty over there at the Seville Club?
I
Was
missed
she
her.
working there in like 1940? You don't know a lot of Bettys anymore. My
Yeah.
grandmother was a Betty.
She had an old-timey name, but Josh, she was very modern in her ways of love.
Oh, really? Have any examples?
Oh my God!
Familiar with some of today's terms?
Meaning how she approached a customer at the Boom Boom. She was, she took all my money. Betty did. And she's very funny, too. One night we were sitting at the club and a pack of dudes at the table, and Betty walked up and she locked eyes with my bro Lanahan. And Lanahan was getting a little nervous the way she was staring at him. And she said, "Hey." And Lanahan said, "Yeah, how can I help you?" And she said, "You like to be pegged, don't you?"
That's right. That was Betty?
And Lanahan said, I what? I like to be what? And she said, "Don't play games. You heard what I said. You like to be pegged."
Does he have the look of a gentleman who'd be into something like that?
Yeah. And Lanahan said, "I don't even know what that means." And she said, "Yeah, you do."
Don't play dumb with me.
And then I went and spent $500 on her. All right, we got to get going, I guess, boys. Unless you had anything else on your mind, Randy Shaver plus Brad Ryder.
No, I think you covered it.
I want to give out, as long as you're giving me a minute, I want to give out a quick shout out, non-sports related, to, and I'm not going to make this political at all, don't worry, but the TSA agents who are working in Minneapolis right now. My wife travels a little bit for work. She was going somewhere this morning. She texted me a little while ago and said it was under 5 minutes at the airport, at our airport today. Our airport is amazing. I mean, if you've ever traveled anywhere, so I want to give a shout out to those people who are working without getting paid right now.
Okay.
I've always had a pretty good experience at the airport here, yeah.
It's Atlanta that's a mess right now. I got a buddy who lives down there. He flies every week for business. He says it's between 3.5 to 4 hours to get through security.
To be able to get through security here at this point in time, not getting paid in under 5 minutes, that's amazing. So those people who are working out at our airport right now and not getting paid, hats off to you.
I'm with you, Brad. I've been reading a lot about it, and it seems like nationally people are saying Minneapolis has it figured out. The way they're doing it and getting people in and out, it's like leading the nation, how well they're doing.
There you go. There you go. And it's spring break, right? Aren't a lot of people moving around?
Yeah. Busiest time right now, yep.
A lot of folks moving around. All right, we got to get... Thanks, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder.
You bet.
All right.
We will be back in a few minutes on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
93X. The home of the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Oh, God, I should have gone to the bathroom.
Gotta go potty?
Oh, my God. I don't know why I didn't go to the... it's Monday. You hate yourself. You hate everyone around you. We get it. Welcome back to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Maybe your friends can help pull you through this week.
A lot of us have them.
How many of us have them?
Friends.
Ones we can depend on?
That's right.
I know more often than not your friends do nothing but let you down and disappoint you, but maybe this is the week they can help pull your sorry carcass through. And I know what some of you are saying. Some of you are saying, hey, Dickless, what if I ain't got no friends? And I'm glad you said that because it makes a nice transition into our next conversation about speed friending. Who's up for speed? Maybe you want some more details on it.
Yeah.
Is it just doing speed with friends?
Now that's something Dana's interested in.
You and all those narcotics.
I can't believe I called them narcotics earlier.
Well, I thought you meant that. What did you mean when you said?
Oh, no, it's just I went with a just general kind of like cliche, like old man term, you know.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you were legitimately doing at one point like oxy or something.
Oh,
like
no,
that.
no. I just meant weed, but I labeled it as narcotics.
Doing speed. Boy, that's something that never attracted me at all.
No, I don't need anything that makes my heart rate higher.
I mean, especially when we were young people. Now maybe I could use some speed, really. Nowadays, I probably could benefit.
That'd
Just to
kill
get
ya.
a little extra pep in your step.
I mean, yeah, it might stop my weakened heart dead in its tracks. But, you know, if we're talking about using illegal drugs, dangerous illegal drugs like marijuana, when I was a kid, I didn't need anything to pick me up. Oh, I would climb the walls on nothing. You know what I mean? I would climb the walls anyway. Speed friending, doing speed with friends. I'm sure there's probably a group of friends somewhere who actively participates in such a thing. Mm-hmm. But this kind of speed friending, it's like speed dating, but you show up and try to make new friends. Sorry to sidetrack us slightly, but when I said some people in our listening audience might be saying, how are my friends supposed to pull me through this week when I don't have any? Josh, remember that dude from years ago? He would always text in and give us a sad story. Like if we were talking about friends, he would text in and say, I'd love to join the conversation, but I don't have any friends.
Oh, yeah, Eeyore.
Yeah, Eeyore. That's right. We called him Eeyore. And
What's he doing?
If we were talking about marriage, he'd text in and be like, hey, this is a fun conversation you guys are having, but I've never even been on a date. And then we'd say, hey, who bought that new pair of jeans, right? And then he'd text in and say, I like blue jeans as much as the next guy, but I can't afford to buy any. He was Eeyore.
Yeah, Eeyore. It was, oh, man. Or Debbie Downer. He was that type of person.
We don't hear from him anymore.
No.
That
hope
worries
he's doing all
me.
right. Maybe things are great now.
I think it's now he's rich, he's married, and
that's my guess.
Got all the jeans you could ever want.
Speed friending. Where is this? I got it right here. Oh, well, first off, did anyone here ever try speed dating when it was, well, I suppose you guys to my right here, Dana and Ashley, are probably too young for when speed dating took off.
Yeah, it never really happened.
I would have totally been down for that, though. That sounds like so much fun.
It does sound fun. I always thought it would be a good time.
Oh, I don't think that sounds fun at all.
Oh, no, not for you. You would hate. You'd be miserable, Josh.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that.
This was before online dating.
I can't handle that much rejection in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I suppose. They're handing out the list to see the people you matched with, and they don't even bother giving you one because it's blank.
You matched with the dude behind the bar that's hosting speed dating?
We were kind of eyeing each other, but I didn't realize we were going to end up together.
Yeah, no, now that I think about it, maybe I wouldn't like that because, I'd be talking to a guy and I'd be like, oh, this is great. Like, this is going really good. We're totally going to get together after this. And then he'd switch over to the next table and I'd be like, huh, I guess he likes that bitch too.
The jealousy would set in.
He's quite the flirt.
See, I think I would be great at speed dating because I think I can be charming and funny for about 3 minutes, and that's kind of my limit. So I think in those short bursts, I think I'd do okay.
Too bad, Dana, our average break here on the radio is about 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I drive a Hyundai, but ride your dad. She said, Josh, be honest. You couldn't stand ending your conversation so quick. Oh. That is a great point. I'm like, wait. Don't go yet.
Yeah. You would mess
we
up
just
the
got
whole
into this
thing.
Like one of those canes that got around your neck. They're pulling you away from the table.
That's hilarious.
See, speed dating was hotter than hell at the bars. A bar would host a speed dating event. Now, I never got involved, but I did walk into a bar one night, and the main bar area, hell, we regular schmoes got pushed back into the restaurant because the bar area with the tall tables and everything was full on rented that evening by this speed dating company, and that's what they were doing. So I was back in the restaurant area having a beer, watching these folks zip from table to table, and you got to watch some of the nervous looks on their faces. Some people were very confident, some were terrified. But if it was, I believe, Josh, it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 minutes maybe, you got to sit at a table with someone, jaw jack with them, and then move to the next.
Yeah, that sounds right. Like 3 to 5 minutes. It was super quick. I don't know anybody that did it. I know plenty of people who did like online stuff, but not the speed dating.
I can't recall. It was so long ago. I probably would remember it if a friend of mine tried speed dating, but I can't recall. Now, what we're doing now is speed friending. Same concept. Look for it on godless social media. I'm sure there will be establishments that will be hosting these events. 2 to 3 dozen people, they say, an organizer there to keep things moving.
That seems weird to me, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Like, I don't know. There's something seems off.
I suppose I would agree with you.
I mean, speed dating seems more normal than, like, how'd you meet your buddy? We kind of met at an event where we were just trying to get to know each other in a few minutes, trying out a bunch of different guys.
Yeah, I remember back in the day there was that stigma against meeting someone online, or people didn't want to tell their friends, their significant other, they met on a dating app and stuff, so they lied about it. I think I would lie about that too. Oh yeah, no, me and Jimmy, we went to high school together.
I was wrenching on a car.
Yeah.
He came over to help.
Yeah, doing some man stuff.
Honestly, I think I'd be interested in something like this. I could use some more friends, some more girlfriends.
Yeah.
Same.
What's the problem?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at making friends.
How many girlfriends do you have left at this point?
A handful, I guess.
How many of those do you actually like?
Only a couple where like we still stay in touch like every week. But yeah, I mean,
how many do you really like?
It bums me out, and it's probably half my fault too because I'm not the best at reaching out. But yeah, I don't really.
I'm bad at that too.
I can see other women being intimidated by you, Ashley.
I'm intimidated by it.
Yeah, there you go.
I got really sad once. After high school, I was talking to some girls like a couple of years after we graduated, and she said that she always wanted to talk to me and like hang out, but she was intimidated by me. And I was just astonished by that because I never thought of myself as, especially in high school, as off-putting.
You don't scare me. Anyway, That was meant to get a laugh. I didn't mean to challenge Ashley right there. So why is this a thing, speed friending? They say, Josh, we are in a friendship recession.
It's a little dramatic.
That's so stupid.
That's sad sounding.
In 1990, about 3% of Americans said they didn't have any friends. How many friends you got? None. What about Donnie? Not a friend. Coworker. What about Ricky? Nah, he's a dick. In 1990, 3% of Americans said they didn't have any friends. Today, it's upwards around 20% of Americans that say they don't have any friends.
Whoa.
Technology is to blame. Social media. We're just sitting alone, masturbating, staring at our computer screens, becoming completely insane.
Dana, I've never met anybody that has more friends, but you have people you consider friends that are pretty much online friends only, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like just buddies that you guys connect a lot and share a lot of the same interests.
Same likes, and we just kind of became buddies.
Do you ever feel silly, Dana? I do. I'll be talking to my husband about something, and I'm like, yeah, my like Twitter online friend that I've never met in real life said this and this and this, and he kind of looks at me like, uh-huh.
Yeah, my wife is the same way. She's like, is this another internet friend? I go, yeah.
I thought like now that was more common.
It is. For me, it's not weird at all. For my wife, she's a little bit more weirded out by it.
You got a lot of internet friends, do you?
Sure.
I met them all on Omegle.
What's that?
It was like it's like a chat roulette website. So you would you'd pot up your camera and you would just like click a button, and you would connect with people all over the world. Most of it was dudes jacking it.
Oh yeah.
But every once in a while you'd get somebody normal.
No, you play
like
that
chat roulette.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A lot of guys.
No boner. Dang it, boner.
A lot of guys like to jack it while staring into the eyes of strangers of all sexes.
Yep.
On social media. Yeah, they're blaming social media here for this friendship recession. Nearly 20% of Americans say they don't have one swinging D that they can call a friend. The pandemic, when that came to town, that played a role, they say, especially among younger people. Hybrid and flexible work schedules have cut into hangouts with coworkers. Sure, a lot of folks are working from home, and then they take a break and they masturbate. And then they go back to working. You're not going into an office or a warehouse as much as so you don't have your coworkers that then become what else?
I don't have any internet friends. Now I feel like maybe I'm missing out.
We got to get you on Reddit or something. Go to one of those audio.
I don't hear good things.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of bad places on that thing, but if you went to one of those audio editing things you found one of those subreddits, I think you'd be the most popular guy there.
Oh yeah,
I
dude,
don't think so.
That's so true.
You'd be running that subreddit by this afternoon.
Yeah, I want to weird my wife out by saying, Johnny DJ on whatever.
Yeah,
the two of us were talking.
Doctors now, that making a real life friend, a real human being that you interact with face to face, the more of that you have in your life, hell, it can even help you live longer than playing around by yourself, only engaging with people through a computer screen. Doctors say it helps a sumbitch. Your mental health, your physical health.
Yeah, I like that. I like meeting new people. I got some relatively new buddies. Working on another one here. Just kind of
working on another
trying
one.
To charm them into being friends.
Just lay that old classic Bitney charm on him.
Yeah, throw a couple of bucks at him here and there and see if I can get him to be interested.
You're working on one.
Yeah, I got one in the batter's box.
What's the biggest challenge you think between you and this individual? What do you think?
I think my personality gets in the way of making friends, but maybe I could fake something. Maybe you guys have advice for me. I could hide. I'll try and hide as much as I can, and then see if I can swoop in.
I'm not the kind of guy to give advice in this department. I have the same circle of friends from day one, pretty much. I can't say that I would know how to make a new friend outside of just natural jaw-jacking, beer drinking. If speed dating was still a thing, Josh, at the bars where you go table to table, you would get so much ass.
Oh, I don't think so at all. Oh, you know what? I want to say something. Thank you so much for these texts saying, hey, we're friends via text. I wasn't, it's weird. I wasn't considering texters like strangers or out of the ordinary, I guess.
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
Well, people are, I'd mentioned I don't have any online friends or anything like that. And texters are saying, well, wouldn't we be considered something like that? I guess I don't coordinate because we meet texters and they text, some of them text often, and I feel like I've gotten to know them a little bit, so maybe that is similar.
Yeah, I've met a lot of, now that I think about it, I've met a lot of good friends through this station.
Yeah, me too.
I even went to one of their weddings.
Yeah, that was sick invite, Double D Jesus. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks for that.
Oh, here's one of these guys. Texted in, I have 0 friends because I'm an a-hole, no regrets. I'm too honest for them.
Does that guy tell it like it is?
Oh, you bet he does.
But realistically, he's just the meanest person ever.
Is he not afraid to go there? I've got a buddy who is one of the biggest jerks I've ever met, but I still find a lot to like about him.
Well, what kind of filter does he use, Josh?
0.
Oh, wow.
He does not have a filter. He doesn't have one, Dana. But, he's one of those guys that thinks he's right about absolutely everything, so he doesn't need a filter in his mind.
I have something like that in my life. Sorry, I just tell it like it is.
Oh!
Now you're just being a dick to be a dick.
A listener here texted in, Simon is his name. He's got a question for me. He says, I saw you at High V once. Are we friends now?
He didn't say hi. He just watched you from afar. That's awesome.
No, we're not friends, Simon. But next time you see me at High V, let's jaw jack a little bit. But only for 5 minutes until I move on to somebody else. Let's jaw jack next time, Simon. At High V, hell yeah. That sounds like a fun place to hang out.
I had an uncomfortable encounter. Not uncomfortable, but it was just kind of awkward encounter with the listener once at my last station. It was during the pandemic. I was at Target and doing my shopping and social distance, and the guy kind of was looking at me. He goes, hey, are you Dana from that morning show on Go 96.3? I go, yeah, I am. And he goes, oh, man, my wife and I, we love the show. Haven't been able to listen in a couple months because of the pandemic, but once we go back to the commuting, we'll be back listening. And I didn't have the heart to tell him I got laid off like a month ago. He's just boosting me up. You guys are hilarious. I'm dying inside.
Hey, bro, you can turn that station on and turn it on as loud as possible. You're not going to hear me.
Exactly.
Hey, Josh, here's a question from El Gato Jesus. He wants to know if you want any Mexican friends.
Of course I do.
Do you want them? Do you need a Mexican friend?
I have one Mexican friend. I'd like to add on to that if I could.
Okay. There you go. One listener texted in to say it's common as you get older to lose friends because of your own family. Sure.
I just see them less. I still communicate.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple of guys, like some of my high school buddies. We get together a few times a year.
It's only natural, yeah.
So and we all don't live super close, so that adds to it, obviously.
You just don't care to go out as often as you used to.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Everyone grows up at one point or another.
I just kind of want to be at home.
Mm-hmm. Is it? He says it's common. You get older, you lose friends because you have your own effing thing going on. Absolutely. Yeah.
I love those friends where, because of those circumstances you guys laid out, you just might not see each other too often, but then you run into them at a wedding or a ball game or something, and you just pick up immediately where you left off. None of that awkward, so how are the kids? You just go right back into ball busting and joking around.
Yeah,
I like
right.
that.
You're absolutely right.
My wife gives me a hard time because my friends and I never communicate at all. Where I'll be leaving the house and she'll say, where are you going? I'm going to go to the Legion for a little while. What are you meeting some guys up there? I don't know.
There might be some dudes there.
Yeah, I mean, odds are they're going to be there. She thinks it's odd that we never really communicate at all. We just know where we're very likely to see each other. And if we don't see each other, who gives a rat's ass? Mm-hmm. Where I think she does a little more planning, let's go do this, let's go do that.
Yep.
We just know we're going to run into each other at one point or another, and if it's a week, great. If it's a month, that's fine too. Who gives a rat's ass? We're not 23 years old anymore.
My wife thinks it's weird that I know nothing about some of my very best friends. Like, I'll catch up with a buddy.
What they do for a living?
Yeah.
I've been asked before what my friends do for a living, and I don't have a lot of answers.
No.
Yeah.
Like, how are his kids doing?
He has kids?
Well, who cares about the kid?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I see all these questions. Like,
that's not my problem.
Oh, I saw you got a new job. Is he liking it? Probably.
That's so funny. I mean, that's how dudes are. Maybe women are the same way. Well,
no, we're not.
Okay, based on my wife, my wife knows everything about all her friends and vice versa. But, yeah, I've got buddies who couldn't remember my kids' names. I forgot they even had kids.
What?
I mean, just you don't really talk about that kind of stuff.
Oh, here's a great example. A good friend of mine and my wife's, he recently started dating somebody. And I said, oh, yeah, so-and-so is seeing somebody. And my wife goes, oh, my God, tell me everything. What are the details? Where is she like? I'm like, you have all of the information I have. He mentioned he was dating someone, and I left it at that.
Useless.
It's not just friends. I mean, my wife knows more about my family than I do. My wife would be like, yeah, your mom told me this. I'm like, that happened? Mm-hmm. When did that happen? I had no idea. She has all the gossip. I don't have any of it.
We're pretty much just big, dumb animals, we dudes, and we kind of, I don't know, I suppose we... Maybe you could call it selfish. We're usually just thinking about when we can eat, when we can sleep, when we can bump, what time do I have to be at work the next day. We don't think a lot about other people. We don't busy our minds with that kind of thing. Josh, if you want to make more friends, according to one of our listeners, you got to be like that 2-year-old kid on that street corner. You got to start selling weed.
Oh, I'll bet. I'll bet.
Selling weed.
There's probably not pot dealers anymore, are they? You don't really need one anymore,
no.
do you? Yeah, I bet being a drug dealer, you got a built-in group of friends.
Yeah.
The Half-Ass Morning Show, 93X.
Oh, I should have gone to the bathroom. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we got to go now, too.
Do you have to go?
Yeah.
We got to get going here shortly. Josh and I have to use the men's room. But I hope everyone has a great start to their work week. We'll be back tomorrow morning. We were talking about speed friending, kind of like speed dating back in the day. But you show up at a bar, you go table to table trying to make new friends. Who was this? Snot Rocket Jesus? I have this message here somewhere, and I agree with her. She thinks that speed friending, going to a speed friending event, sounds way more dangerous than speed dating. And I think I know what she's getting at. You go to a speed dating event, you know what everybody wants. Unprotected sex, right? With a total stranger or with a near stranger.
You can understand that.
Speed friending, I'm not sure exactly what they want from me.
What's the end game?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. And, like, why don't you have friends?
That's what I was wondering.
Was there a masturbatory episode?
Yeah.
Was there an assault?
Well, you know what happened, why they don't have friends. The incident.
Oh, yes, that incident.
Mm-hmm.
Or, there's a relationship and all your mutual friends chose the other party. Maybe so you had friends,
right.
And now after that relationship ends, that's that.
Right.
God, that sucks.
First question, if I was going to a speed friending event, who did you kill? What did you do? Why are you here? Okay, here are some texts on...
When'd you get out? How'd you didn't get caught?
Right. We had a text earlier from a Mexican feller, and he wanted Josh to know if you needed any Mexican friends. You said absolutely.
I'd love that, yeah.
Another listener texted in, do we need a redneck friend? Well, I got a few of those already.
Well, yeah, I've got some, but I could always use more. I've got a lot of family members that you might call that.
My redneck friends are my favorite.
A redneck friend. He says he's good at fixing up houses. Oh, you always need someone like that.
I wish I was.
Okay, Crowfoot, Jesus, it's official. We're tight.
Just yesterday, my youngest said, you know what, it'd be fun if you and I built a cabin somewhere.
What? What?
Said, have we met?
What video did he watch where...
That's a good question. I had to ask him, like, what? How would you ever think you or I would be qualified for, like, you got to get permits for this type of thing. We got to buy the land. I can't even afford the building materials.
It's not a 2-person job.
Yeah, I thought that was very sweet. He wanted to do that with me, but I'm like, you don't understand the complexities of such a thing.
And it sounds like he said it in a way as if like you could knock it out in an afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I bet he wouldn't even that couldn't hold his attention even that long.
Oh, that's so cute.
You should just tell him, you go ahead and get started. I'll catch up in a few months. A listener wants to know if he watches Ashley through her bedroom window. Does that make the two of you friends?
There's a bit of a relationship there.
Stop doing that.
a little bit one-sided, but
My husband's getting suspicious.
Offended
He knows.
Offended millennial Jesus texted in and said, here's a synopsis of my friendship status. Are you familiar, he asks, are you familiar with the 1985 George Thorogood song where he lists his good friends? Yes, I am. That was Johnny Walker, Jack Daniels, and my pal Johnny Walker and his good friends, Blackie and Red, and We Drink Alone. What a great song. Oh, here's a text that says, because we did discuss making internet friends.
Mm-hmm.
Josh says they don't count. Dana.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I'm kidding. Dana has a lot of internet friends. A listener said, this conversation about internet friends is interesting and all, but I can't participate because I've never had the internet.
Eeyore. Oh, he's back, Eeyore.
Yeah, I can't really get involved. I'm sorry, because that's our old pal Eeyore. We discussed him earlier. Another listener says, speed friending. We didn't need that back in the day. If we wanted to make friends fast in my day, we'd just go to the orgy. The neighborhood orgy.
You can sign up at the bar. Remember, orgy night on Tuesday.
Can you be friends in an orgy group? I wonder if there's rules about that.
Oh.
You can't associate outside of the intercourse altogether.
Oh, like how the swingers work and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Do you do anything other than just bang?
Yeah, you can't have favorites.
Well, I mean, the swingers, they go camping together. They go camping again together. Oh, sure, they're friendly. I mean, I think they have.
So you could do things outside of just getting together to have sex.
I can't think that all the camping orgies that swingers have, I find it hard to believe that natural friendships didn't sprout from that gathering, and they went to baseball games together and shopping.
You can put your clothes on and be friends elsewhere.
They went to each other's kids' soccer games and whatnot, things like that. Yeah, I think you can branch off
no
from
rules
those.
Against that?
I don't think so. I've known some camping orgy people, and
to the best of my knowledge, I have.
They had pictures of their friends where banging wasn't involved. They showed me like fully clothed pictures of them
on a hike or something?
Right,
Yeah.
at a different location, and said, oh, this is one of the couples that we bang. You see what I'm saying? And then we got a listener who's trying to make me cry here before we go off air by texting in simply, it ain't easy having pals. I think those are the closest friends I ever made, Josh. Jose Chavez, E. Chavez, Doc Skurlock, Charlie Bowdry, and William H. Bonney, also known as Billy the Kid, who continued to ride, never leaving New Mexico. He was caught in Fort Sumner by Sheriff Pat Garrett and killed. Sources report that he was unarmed and shot in the dark. He was buried with Charlie Bowdry at Old Fort Sumner. Advices report that sometime later, an unidentified person snuck into the graveyard and chiseled an inscription. The epitaph read only one word: pals.
Sure, they're making a Young Guns 3?
Yes.
Called Dead or Alive.
Oh.
Might come out this year.
Yes. I've heard about it, and I'm waiting on it. All right, we ought to pull it. What do you think there, Cubby?
Yep, I think you've done enough.
Yeah, I think so, too.
You and I got to take a whiz. Jesus balls.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.